Welcome to the top of the South Speedway here in Nelson for the last round of the Black Baldy Cattle Company Extreme Dirt Series. Mate, we've got some super saloons behind us. It's going to be an epic one. What do you reckon?
Mate, it is. So, yeah, look, we've got Matt Summerfield's rolling up now. The cars are going to start coming up for the parade, so we'll let you guys have a bit of a look at that. And then from there, when we come back, we'll give you guys a little bit of an update on where everything is sitting with the series, because it is very, very close at the moment.
Yeah, it's the one. So let's, what do you want to do now? Just watch the parade?
Yeah.
Sweet, sounds good.
From around New Zealand. The 2 and 3 NZs are here. They head to Dunedin in about 3 or 4 weeks' time to contest the New Zealand title. The guys have down in Christchurch. They're at the bumper boats in Pro Karts on Thursday. They had a great day down in Greymouth. The guys have had an absolute ball. I'd say there'll be some very, very tired people heading back to the North and the lower South Islands. Pretty tight on points. Top 9. So we have here the 33 car coming through of Chase Road. 59 all the way. And of course Matt Green. Mr. 3NZ himself, it is Craig Cardwell, the son of legendary Tony Cardwell. Got big expectations in about 3 weeks' time to head down to Dunedin. The only
Lights are out, front row, maintain their pace all the way, exiting 4 on the green by the cone. Lights are out. Front car, maintain their pace all the way around to the cone, exiting 4. Accelerate on the green, all other cars single file.
say suck it up and get it done. Suck it up, suck it up, suck it up. Out for suck's sake, suck it up, suck it up, suck it up. Out for suck's sake, suck it up.
Suck it up and get it done with suckitup.co.nz.
Are you finding your computer, laptop or gaming machine is getting slow or not working at all? And can you not afford to buy a new one? We Reuse IT is one of New Zealand's leading refurbished computer sales and service specialists that allows you to get new or refurbished machines without hurting the pocket. Shop online or visit our expert team today that will help guide you to the technology that best suits you. Afterpay is available. Visit us at 135 Cuba Street, Palmerston North, or head to our website at www.wereuseit.co.nz.
Welcome back to Milestone Homes. Top of the South Speedway, it is time for a bit of TQ action here, as a few of them are down there at Ruapuna Park, as we said earlier, Daniel. Not too sure why we've got the TQs here tonight, but we've got a good feel to them. Hopefully none of them add to that TQ midget rollover count, which is currently at the one, just with John T. Austin there on corners number 3 and 4 a bit earlier on in the season.
Yeah, well, it's a quarter midgets that have been doing all the rolling in the youth mini stock, so just the 6 of them, so it'll be interesting to see how they go. And we do have one Christchurch car here as well, looks like Porter and Bazette off the front row as we get a green, and we're away and racing, and it's going to be the 7 car, Cameron McKenzie, who goes right round everybody and takes the race lead as they fire it down the back straight now. We the 66 car as well. No, it's the 11 car, sorry. The 11 car, Joe Keenan in there, the Dirt Works machine. From the 12 car of Porter, the 8 of Jack Rawson in there as well. Then we've got Kyan Bazette and Mark Bazette, but at the moment it's a 7 car of Cameron McKenzie, the man out of Christchurch, doing the business out in front. 8 laps of distance in this one, as it's still Joe Keane in the 11 sitting there in second. Then we go back to the 8 car of Jack Rawson, Graham Porter, Kyan Bazette and Mark Bazette as McKenzie passes here at the tower, completes another lap, bangs out a 14.9, so fast times from our three-quarter midgets here as we're on lap 3 of 8. And it's a 7 car still in control of this one. Well in control is the 11 car Joe Keenan, chases them down from the 8 of Jack Rawson. Then it's going to be the 12 of Porter, then the 2 Bazzettes, Mark Bazette and Kyan Bazette. But here comes the 7 car. Oh, Cameron McKenzie just bangs out a 14.4, sorry, fastest lap of the race. The only TQ in the 14-second mark at the moment. So he is absolutely flying on this track as we're on lap 5 of 8. So a few more laps to go for the 7 car of Cameron McKenzie. Oh, he's just done a 14.3, so he's getting faster as the race goes on. And we got Joe Keane who's just done a 14.9 as well. So 2 cars were in the 14 seconds. As the white flag out, 1 lap to run for Cameron McKenzie. He's just done a 14.13. So he is absolutely flying at Milestone Homes, top of the South Speedway. And he will take a race win as Cameron McKenzie. Man, oh man, Cameron McKenzie goes through. Joe Keenan, Jack Rawson, Graham Porter, Mark Bazette, Kyan Bazette. Well, with you there, Gabe. Cameron McKenzie, a 14.10. That is insanely quick.
Yeah, very quick at the moment. I'm just wondering why he wasn't down there at the South Island TQs there at Ruapuna. Not too sure why that is, but he's come up here to Nelson to spin some laps. Potentially might be getting ready for the New Zealand title, hopefully, that Milestone Homes top of the South Speedway has for the TQ Midgets next season. A good race there as well by the 11 car of Joey Keane, as well the 8 car of Jack Rawson. A nice wee battle there between Porter and the 2 Bazzettes at the end. And that one obviously brought to us by the team at Austin Transport, as our TQ Midgets are always brought to us by Austin Transport down there. Go this time by Pollock on the outside in the 85 car, the 3NZ of Craig Cardwell on the inside in the Cardwell's sponsored machine. Very late model looking like car as we get ready for heat number 2 of the Extreme Dirt Series at Milestone Homes, top of the South Speedway. We are racing as they start to make their way through corners number 1 and 2. The baby-faced assassin of Ian Burson goes a wee bit high, and that's opened the door up for Baldy Abramson to make his way down the inside of him, as Cardwell and Pollock have a nice wee drag race there for first position. It looks like Cardwell's just got in front of the 85 car of Dan Pollock as they start to make their way down the back straight. Chase Rodder in the 33 car still holding on to third from Baldy Abramson. Then the 21 car of Ian Burson rounding out your top 5. Then the 17 of Love Lady, the 492 of McManaway from the 7 of Emerson, the 59 of Green, and then the 881 car of Matt Summerfield. The last time he was racing here, the 3NZ car was the New Zealand champs all those years ago. I believe the front bumper actually came up and was blocking quite a bit of his view. But this time in this new late model style machine, the 4x car at the moment, starting to put that right rear right on the cush. That's where these Super Saloons want to put their right rear tyres. And leading this one already by about 2 or 3 car lengths over the 85 car of Dan Pollock. Chase Rodder in the 33. Still holding on to third from Baldy Abramson, then the 21 car of Ian Burson. As it looks like McManaway trying to go down the inside of the 17 car of Jackson Loveley for about 6th and 7th position. As we've got about 5 more laps to go. 10 lap heat race distance tonight here for the Extreme Dirt Series Super Saloons. And Cardwell already putting a wee bit of distance between him and Pollock and the rest of the field, as Baldy Abramson trying to go down the inside of the 33 of Rodder. Couldn't quite get the job done as they make their way into 3 and 4. As Baldy will still try and use that inside line. You've got to really set it up here at Milestone Homes, top of the South Speedway, through corners number 1 and 2, and then just to go the old high line around 3 and 4 to make your pass. And Baldy just trying to set it up here. Chase sliding a wee bit too much there on the exit of corner 4, but Baldy just can't get that pass to stick quite yet. Cardwell though leading this one by the whole of the back straight at the moment from the 85 car of Dan Pollock, as it's going to be white flag, so he's got 1 more lap to go. Just the 3NZ car, son of Super Saloon legend and Speedway icon Tony Cardwell. and he's going to make his way through 3 and 4 Bigsy's Hill. He's going to pick up the race win, does the 3 and Z car of Craig Cardwell, and second place is going to be the 85 car of Dan Pollock, from the 33 of Rodder, then the 49 of Abramson, from the 21 of Ian Burson, then the 17 of Jackson Lovelady. Then we'll go, it'll be the 492 car of Campbell McManaway, from the GOAT, the 7M car of Brett Emerson, from the 881 car of Summerfield, and then the 59 of Matt Green. Craig Cardwell showing he's still got all that Cardwell class still in his veins as he picks up the race win. Fastest lap time for him, a 14.301. A good race result there for the 3 and Z car of Craig Cardwell in his return to Milestone Homes, top of the South Speedway.
Yeah, good race win from him. Needed that as well. Started off the front row, made it pay, and got the job done. And boy, he'll fancy his chances in Dunedin, but he'll have a bit of work to do down there in Beachlands. But that's a good start from him tonight off the front row. Picks up the race win, and we'll get that will help him a bit as we watch a few replays. Just a little bit early contact between him and Pollock going into turns 1 and 2.
You can see that already on the Craig Cardwell car, that rear bar dragging along the ground. Obviously in the late model machines, or late model looking like machines as he's got, they're very fast, but they're very superficial or very weak in terms of contact. So when something does happen, it usually tends to break it a bit. And obviously the ex-super stock driver and Dan Pollock used to using that front bumper probably around here at Milestone Homes a bit too much now. He's got a big job in him in the super saloons, but a good race result there for the 3 and Z car of Craig Cardwell.
It's action for the whole family. With 23 tracks around New Zealand, there is no better way to spend your weekends than at a Speedway New Zealand track.
Here they come to the start-finish line again.
There's something for the whole family. Sprint cars, saloons, stock cars, sidecars, midgets, and much, much more. Pack up the family and make a trip to adrenaline-filled, action-packed bashes and crashes that only Speedway can deliver. Visit www.speedway.co.nz to find out the track nearest to you. Speedway, it's our summer thing.
At wholesale tyres in Whakatane.
Need truck tyres? Wholesale tyres. Good tyres, better prices, great people.
Ricky Bolton, president of SNZ, driver of the 861, creator of the Extreme Dirt Series, winner of the first heat of the last round of this amazing fun week we've had.
Yeah, Nelson's my favourite track. Raced a lot of years here in Superstock, so showing some of these old Super Saloon drivers how Superstock boys used to get around this track, so I love this place. It looks like it might dust off a wee bit, but it's usually always still fast, so yeah, look, it's going to be good.
Sweet. And what's the situation here in terms of competition? Like, is it a two-lane track? How do you force your way around if you're going to make up places?
Yeah, I think later on as the track dusts off, there'll be 2 lanes. You've got to be brave here to pass. You've got to sort of almost set your opposition up and watch his lines and then duck underneath. It's a really hard place to pass, but yeah, it'll be good.
Absolutely, mate. So yeah, absolutely brilliant event, the last round, and we'll look forward to hopefully seeing you on the podium again.
That'd be great. Thanks, team.
Thanks, Ricky.
Alrighty, looks like this time we should get a green. When they come round, they start to build up some speed. Here we go. Looks like youth mini stocks. Should we go racing? And it looks like it will be the 5 car Mackenzie Keane who's going to lead us round. Right, it's going to be the 167 of Taro Tabby, but here comes the 18 of Luke Higgins around the outside of everybody. Same with the 81. The 8 car and the 27 of Brunt have come together by the looks of it on off the start, but they fire into 1 and 2. It looks like it's going to be the 81 of Callum Russ from the 38 of Broker. Good battle on between those two. Then the 18 of Higgins in there. The 19 of Walker. The 28 of Jeffcoat. Here comes the 21 of Burson. Oh, it's the man out in front. The 81 of Callum Russ. He knows his way to the front.
Well, he didn't muck around there. You saw him sneak around the outside. It was a pretty crafty move, and it's paid off for him. He's sitting comfortably in the lead now. He's got a couple of car lengths, and they're coming around now, starting to make some laps. And this is where it'll get interesting, Daniel, as they've got to duck and weave in between the others that are just a little bit slower off the pace.
Yeah, the back markers certainly make things interesting when they come to them. But at the moment, it's the 81 of Russ, the 38 of Broker follows suit, the 18 of Higgins, then the 19, that will be Toby Walker, the 21 of Jack Burson, as our back markers just sort of hug the pole line and just let them go round them. Nice and easy. But at the moment, it's still Russ. Oh, the 8 car of Hogarth just looked like it spun up there on turns 3 and 4.
Well, it's interesting as well as they start to come up around Shop Corner. Nothing's changed in the order yet. We've still got that 81 car of Callum Russ sitting comfortably out in front, just ahead of Deegan Broker. But now they might start to put a little bit more on as they come out of turn 4. 4 laps down. They've just finished their 5th one as they roll through halfway out of 10.
All right, so away we go. Down the back straight goes the 81 of Callum Russ, his last night in youth mini stocks here in Nelson before he heads to Rotorua for MIP. Is he just going to go round the outside of everybody? Goes round the 51 of Cooper Wayland Franz and the 5 of Mackenzie Keane. This is where it's going to be a little bit of carnage. The old back markers going to cause some trouble. But it looks like it will be the 81 of Russ who just gets into the back of the 68. And oh, you hear the bumpers go.
Well, you can see Broker's starting to put the pressure on now in that 38 car as they just sit in behind Shop Corner. And they're a little bit snared up there with the 21 car just in the road of Jack Burson. But Jack Burson in that highlighter orange machine is not letting it go yet. He's still putting plenty of pressure on as they come out of Bigsy's Hill.
So it looks like they've sorted themselves out now as they go through it. Still the 81 of Callum Russ from the 38 of Deegan Broker. Then it's going to be the 21 of Jack Burson, the 18 of Higgins. As they work their way through, here comes the 21 of Burson all over the back of the 38 car, Deegan Broker. The 81 of Rush just working his way through the back markers as they go through. Oh, here we go. Burson and Broker having a good wee tussle for that second spot. Higgins wants in as well.
He's making his move now. Oh, he didn't quite pick it up, but he's posting a pretty fast lap times there. So just the second fastest lap time there, and we're on the last one now.
Oh, that's the race win to 81 of Callum Russ. So he'll take the race win. Ron will be Broker in the 38. Then it'll be Burson who goes through. So not too bad from these guys. It could have been a little bit hairy at times, but reasonably clean from the youth mini stocks.
Okay, so we're a couple of races into this deal. Craig Cardwell, 3NZ. You won your first heat, not too bad.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been back here. It's a fast, cool track. Start off the front and finish on the front, which is good.
Absolutely, and obviously for the series too, you need to collect a few more points. You're sitting reasonably well. How's your placing in the series so far?
Yeah, we were good. We got a 4th and a 2nd, and then we had a DNF and Greymouth, which was a bit upsetting because we were sitting in 2nd then. But I think we're back about 5th or 6th now. So hey, we're not going to make it to the top, but the car's been good, and we just been unlucky at Greymouth.
Absolutely. So awesome series, lovely weather all week. What more could you ask for? Hope the rest of the night goes well for the 3NZ.
Yeah, exactly. It's not often you get a series completed without all the rain, but luckily we have. So we're happy. We showed a long way, and so a lot of others, and yeah, we're loving it.
Magic. Well, it's been a pleasure having you guys here, and I'm sure we should be catching up with you tonight again, hopefully in the winner's circle.
Hopefully. Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Jacob tonight. Will Jacob be able to do that feat? Probably not, because Grant Flynn in that race started off grid position 4, went all to the back of the field, and then within 3 laps passed the remaining 8 cars all around the outside here at Milestone Homes, top of the South Speedway. It is one of the greatest Super Saloon races or feats that I've seen around this Nelson track, and that is Saint. As the lights are out, we're going to get ready to go racing here at Milestone Homes, top of the South Speedway for heat number 3 of the Extreme Dirt Series, brought to us by the team at Black Baldy Cattle Company. Manera on the outside, Osborne on the inside, as we are racing. As they make their way through corners number 1 and 2, the best start has to go to the 816 car of Ashton Osborne. Benji Snedden in the 8 car going around the outside of the 36 of Dale Bigwood for 3rd position. But Manera is trying to come back down the inside of the 816 car of Ashton Osborne. So a nice wee ding-dong battle up the front between the 816 of Osborne and the 88 of Manera. Obviously a hometown track for Manera. He'll know how to get around Milestone Homes, top of the South Speedway, as the 8 car of Benji Snedden just trying to sneak his nose inside. Already Richie Taylor from grid position number 8, already up to 5th already. So he didn't have a really good run last night over there at Eastern State Speedway, did Richie Taylor, but he's trying to make up for it now, as it looks like Snedden trying to get his nose down that inside on the 88 of Manera. Can't quite get the job done. As well, Waddell tried to sneak down the inside of Taylor, but Taylor's going around the outside of Dale Bigwood. So Richie Taylor's trucking dirt early on at Milestone Homes, top of the South Speedway. Osborne still leading this one after 4 laps of 10 gone. So we've got 6 more laps to go as they start to make their way down the back straight. As Waddell trying to get past the 36 car of Dale Bigwood. He's got a wee bit of problem on his hand because he's got the 6B car of Jacob Flynn trying to go down his inside. But it looks like Waddell's finally got that high line to work around corners number 1 and 2 and gets the job done on Bigwood as he starts the attack now on the 58C car of Richie Taylor. 6 laps gone out of 10, so we've got 4 more laps to go at heat number 3 for the Extreme Dirt Series, brought to us by the team at Black Baldy Cattle Company in association with us tonight's event with AT Electrical. Snedden now still trying down that inside of the 88 of Manera. Still putting a wee bit of a block job on him as the 18 car of Waddell's moved up into 4th position, and he's all over the back of Benji Snedden. Unfortunately didn't finish the feature race last night to the 18 car of Sam Waddell, so he's got to try and pick up as much points as he can. He wants to be in the pole shuffle as Waddell going around the outside of the 8 car of Benji Snedden. He's got 3rd position at the moment, and he's going for 2nd at the moment around the 88 car of Dave Manera. He's got white flag, so he's only got 1 more lap to work with. Can he catch up to the 816 car of Ashton Osborne? Waddell's already up into 2nd place. Can he go around the outside of the 816 car of Osborne? No, he can't. Osborne's going to hold off for the race win from the 18 car of Sam Waddell. Then the 88 of Dave Manera from the 8 car of Benji Snedden in 4th position. Then the 58 car of Richie Taylor from the 6 of Jacob Flynn. Then the 36 of Dale Bigwood. Then the 69 car of Craig Partington. But Sam Waddell, it took him about 3 or 4 laps to get suited to this track here at Milestone Homes, top of the South Speedway. But he was absolutely flying. As we try and get the race results here on via the Pits TV media. But a good race win there for the 816 car of Ashton Osborne. Probably lucky that the race ended there because he had Sam Waddell all over his back end.
Yeah, well, you talk about what Grant Flynn did about 10 or so years ago. Sam Waddell just about did it, but he just unfortunately ran out of laps. But boy, Ashton Osborne started off the front and once again made that pay and picked up probably his first ever race win in a Super Saloon. And boy, he's come out of youth mini stocks, jumped in a saloon, jumped in one of the Bolton Super Saloons and gets the job done in his first heat. But man, Sam Waddell, how good was that?
Yeah, it's only his 3rd meeting in a Super Saloon. The first one was at Greenstone Park Speedway for the Extreme Dirt Series as Ashton Osborne, but showing that the young man from Youth Mini Stocks has got all the car control in the world. As we look a bit of replay, a couple of cars there being passed there by the 18 of Sam Waddell around the outside. Obviously the late model style looking car, but just putting that right rear right on the cushion where you want to be here around Milestone Homes, top of the South Speedway.
The
St. Nicholas is a familiar sight around Bluff as she steams out to capture Can-Do Fishing's famous Bluff kinner. Once caught, the kinner is brought back to the purpose-built factory in Bluff where it is processed, packed and shipped fresh to you. But that's not all that Can-Do Fishing can do for you. Try some of their green-boned fish or delicious power products and you will soon see why seafood from the Bluff is world famous. So head to your local fish market or supermarket and ask for Can-Do Fishing kinner, fish or power. Can-Do Fishing, there's nothing we can't do for you. Anderton Decorators are a long-established Canterbury company covering the whole of the South Island who love to support their local community. If you require expert advice from design to application, then Shane has the expert team to ensure your next project is hassle-free with a professional finish. Floor to ceilings, walls to roof, inside, outside, commercial or residential. Let our team take the hassle out of your decorating. Give us a call now on 027 Painting. That's 027 724 6846. Anderton Decorators, we have you covered.
Well, there we go. They've got the green and they are diving down. So let's see what happens. It is nose to tail there. It's like a traffic jam as they start to make a little bit of progress. And no surprises there to see that 9B car of Philip McNamara dive down in front. He had a sweet spot. And then we've got that number 3 car, Steve Soper. He's out there, but a bit of a snare up on Bixie's Hill. There's cars going left, right and centre, but look at the lead 3. They haven't slowed themselves down. We've still got that 9B car in pole, but it doesn't look like he'll hold it for long. The number 3 car's been pushed back to 4th place, and look at the tussle on the back straight there. They are working hard, and the number 11 car manages to just push out in front with that 9B just sitting in behind of Philip McNamara, but they have slowed themselves down now. We've gone to a caution.
Yeah, it's going to be for that 77 car of Jordan Gillespie over there on corners number 3 and 4, Bigsy's Hill. As we get ready, it looks like we're about to go racing again. As at the moment, I think the leader at the moment is the 11 car of Cody McCarrison as we are racing.
Well, there we go. They've got the green and they're back on again. And let's have a look and see what happens in those top 3 positions with Cody McCarrison sitting in first. Then the 9B car of Philip McNamara in 2nd place. And keep an eye on that car. There is going to be plenty of action. But already we've seen a switch up there. And the number 11 car is kissing the wall as well. Just got a little bit wide there, swinging it out. And as they come past the control tower, the number 3 car, 3NZ of Steve Soper, has managed to pick up first. Cody McCarrison in the 11 car is still putting on plenty of pressure, and look at that, back we go to the 9 car of McNamara, then the 15 car of Kennett, Timothy Pine in the 808 car in 5th place. Not a lot of movement through the middle of the field, but there is still a race on for 1st, 2nd and 3rd as they start to come around some of the cars that are sitting at the back, some of those back markers. Whoa, the number 808 car of Timothy Pine just diving down onto the infield right in front of the control tower, and that is going to upset his race. We see the 99 car there doing the same coming out of turn 4. There are cars all over the place as they slip and slide around this track, but none of that is bothering Steve Soper. Look at him there on the back straight in lap 5 of 10. Absolutely cool, calm and collected as he comes into turns 3 and 4. Out he comes now with a beautiful line in front of the control tower, and he goes up around shop corner with the number 11 car of Cody McCarrison still hot on his tail. But they have got acres of space sitting behind them before we've got that 3rd car of Philip McNamara, the number 9 car. There is miles between them. So watch the tussle now for 3rd, 4th and 5th. You can see that it's starting to happen in front of the control tower, and we've got some contact. Yes, it is. The number 9 car has just been hit by the 15 car of Dwayne Kennett. There was no love lost between those two. They look like they might have themselves hung up, but no, they're going back in again. There's another little kiss there as they come into turn 4, and look at that. The number 9 car responds, McNamara saying, well, if you can give it, you can take it, as they continue to tussle it back there in lap 8 of 10. Steve Soper still sitting in 1st place in that beautiful 3NZ car. Just in front of the control tower now is Cody McCarrison as we've got 1 to go. The white is out. Let's see what happens. They're coming around through the back markers. The Valiant is still going valiantly there, the number 5 car of Bradley Evans. What a great thing to have on the track as we watch to see now who's going to take the checkered flag. No question, Steve Soper in the 3NZ car, and then 2nd place goes to Cody McCarrison, and then we've got the 15 car of Dwayne Kennett, followed by Philip McNamara, and that was where the battle was, as those two decided to rough and tumble. Then we go a little bit further back to the 57 car of Brian Shaw in 5th, then number 6, 6th place Harry Moffat-Schwass in the 39 car, Then back to 7th position, Perry Soper. Then we go back to Bradley Evans, Doug Cornfit, Bailey Briggs, Cassandra Brand, Taylor Lynch, Timothy Pine.
Okay, so we're here, third heat, and Ashton Osborne, I do believe, is that your first Super Saloon win?
Yes, it is my first Super Saloon win, yeah.
That's a historic moment for you, mate, so congratulations on that. This track out here in Nelson, she's pretty quick, and Sam Waddell was coming at you. How'd you hold your nerve?
Yeah, I knew Sam was going to be there somewhere. I knew he was starting off 5th, a couple of spots behind me, but I knew he was going to come through. But I just knew I had to get to the front early and make the most of it while the track had something at the start.
Magic, and you're getting used to this Mate 1-6 car. You've sort of your 5th meeting in it now, and how's she feeling and adapting to life with the Super in front of the Saloon name?
No, it's good. It's good. I like the Saloon obviously because it's our own cars and they go good. But the Super Saloon is so good. Yeah, huge thanks to Josh Bolton and the BRT race team for letting me drive the car. Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant. Well, from the fans out there, thank you very much for putting on a show for us, and we wish you all the best for the rest of the night.
Awesome. Cheers. Thank you.
We Reuse IT should be your first port of call when you need help with your PC, laptop or tablet. Whether it be a fault with your machine or a warrant of fitness checkover, the team understand just how important it is to lessen your downtime. And if your old machine cannot be repaired, We Reuse IT have huge stock of refurbished or new PCs, Macs, tablets, printers, screens and much more. Visit them in store today at 135 Cuba Street, Palmerston North, or head to their website at www.wereuseit.co.nz. Anderton Decorators are a long-established Canterbury company covering the whole of the South Island who love to support their local community. If you require expert advice from design to application, then Shane has the expert team to ensure your next project is hassle-free with a professional finish. Floor to ceilings, walls to roof, inside, outside, commercial or residential. Let our team take the hassle out of your decorating. Give us a call now on 027 Painting. That's 027 724 6846. Anderton Decorators, we have you covered.
Get them straight back up, these Super Saloon boys. They don't like to muck about. We've got a wee bit of curfew here, about 10:30 pretty much here at Milestone Homes, top of the South Speedway as we are racing. Another restart as we've got Walling and Summerfield side by side as they start to make their way through the back straight. Walling might have the slight edge as they get into 3 and 4 over the 881 car of Summerfield, and Walling will lead lap number 1 from Summerfield, then Verity, and then here comes the 2NZ car of Chris Cowling, using that outside line around corners number 1 and 2 as they start to make their way down the back straight here at Milestone Homes, top of the South Speedway. Verity's trying to look down the inside of the 881 car of Matt Summerfield as Cowling will start to go out high and wide. He's going to get caught up by a couple of cars here. It looks like Summerfield gets passed by Verity and then Cowling gets past Summerfield as well. So Verity up to 2nd, Cowling up to 3rd, Summerfield back to 4th. The baby-faced assassin, the 21 car of Ian Burson in 5th position as he tries to sneak on down the inside of the 881 car of Matt Summerfield heading down the back straight. Burson's got the inside line. Summerfield using the high line at the moment, and Burson will hopefully make this pass stick as they head into corners number 1 and 2, and will do so because Summerfield's just going to get swept up a wee bit too close to the wall as Burson's got all that momentum, but still out in front it is the 99 car of Steve Walling who leads this one, and the 2NZ car of Chris Cowling. He just had to wait his time, bide his patience, and he's already up into 2nd place, getting by the 23 of Verity. And here comes the 21 car of Ian Burson now, trying to get past the inside of Verity. Oh, Verity spun it up, and they've got to put on the brakes very well, and Brent Emerson and Dan Pollock somehow avoid the 23 car of Josh Verity, but he is called the GOAT of Brett Emerson for no other reason than that. Still leading this one as we are racing, as Cowling trying to go down the inside of the 99 car of Walling. As they start to make their way down the back straight, Cowling just trying to sneak his nose down the inside, Walling trying to go around the outside. Can't quite get the job done yet, but he's going to get the job this time by as the 2NZ car of Chris Cowling. As Cowling now will start to put a wee bit of distance between him and the rest of the field as the 21 car of Ian Burson finally getting to grips with the machine at the moment, as we've only got 3 more laps to go. Burson still in third place from the 881 car of Summerfield. The 9W of Mark Pitcher all the way from grid position number 10 has moved up into 5th position already. So a few of these North Island boys are making moves already. And heat number 4 for the Extreme Dirt Series here at Milestone Homes, top of the South Speedway. Bengston trying to go down the inside of the 49 car of Abramson. They start to make their way down the back straight. Bengston just getting a wee bit crossed up there. As it's white flags, we've got 1 more lap to go for the current 2NZ car. He's come down to the South Island with a bit of vengeance in his blood, and he's going to pick up a race win, does the 2NZ car of Chris Cowling. Cowling's going to take the win from Walling. Then the 21 car of Ian Burson, then the 881 car of Matt Summerfield in 4th from the 9W of Mark Pitcher, the 49 car of Baldy Abramson, then the 58 of Bengston from the 85 of Pollock, then the 23 of Verity, and then the 7 car of Brett Emerson at the back of the field. Now, there is a reason why Mr. 2NZ car of Chris Cowling, he won the Greymouth round on the Tuesday. Last night run the Blenheim round. He is a 3-time New Zealand Super Saloon champ, a 2-time North Island champ, an ex-1NZ in saloons, son of the famous car builder and former race car driver himself, Morris Cowling. Got brother Steve and Morris here tonight watching on, and Chris Cowling in the Permapine Roundwood Specialist sponsored 2NZ machine gets the job done for heat number 4 for the Extreme Dirt Series.
Ready to go racing for our sidecars, and we are racing, and it looks like it's going to be the 17 bike who gets the jump. There will be Brett Stair and Wade Ford as they fire it down the back straight into 3 and 4 they go. It's going to be Brett Stair and Wade Ford. Here comes straight, gives the Martins a wee bit of a tap as they go through, but at the moment it's going to be Brett Stair and Wade Ford from 80 Drake and Samuel Kingsbury. Then the Martins sitting there in third. So they fire it into turns 3 and 4. 1 and 3 and 4 as they go through now. 4 laps of distance in this one. So it's still going to be the 17 bike of Brett Stair and Wade Ford from the 47 of Drake and Kingsbury. Here comes the Martins. Oh, they went in hard on turns 3 and 4. White flag out, 1 to go for Brett Stair and Wade Ford, and then the 47 of Drake and Salisbury. Watch out for the 47 bike as they fire it down the back straight into 3 and 4. Here come the Martins with a late charge. It won't to be. It's going to be the 17 bike of Brett Stair and Wade Ford from the 47 of 80 Drake and Samuel Kingsbury. And then it'll be the 14 of Rob and Harley Martin. So there we go, our sidecars for their second heat of the evening, and it looks like we're going to bring out our stock cars for their first heat of the night, brought to us by Muzz Motorsport, and it will be our stock cars. I believe they're running hit to pass tonight, which means that they want to pass the car, they've got to give them a tap or some sort of a hit, otherwise they lose points.
Technical Welding Services Hamilton is specialists in the transit concrete mixer industry. From chassis drop-off to a full working concrete mixing, the team will take care of the job from start to finish. Full engineering services and general sheet metal work can also be undertaken. Need a quote? Call 07 847 2031 or visit our website www.techweld.nz. Technical Welding Services Hamilton, we are the experts.
Kia ora team, Kelly here from First Base Recruitment. Here I just want to do a plug or a shout out to Sign Solutions. They've done this board for us here at First Base. They've also done some cars for us. They've done fantastic work. Communication is great. Highly recommend them. So Sign Solutions, head on down and see them today.
Twins Ed, Chris Curling, another very successful heat for you and your car.
Yeah, no, we had to make the most of that one really. I didn't really gain too much in that first heat race. We only got 2 heat races tonight, so grid 6 the first, so we had the car a bit more dialed in, and I kind of working my way around the track trying to get a bit better each time.
Yeah, obviously missing the first 2 nights, you've kind of had to crawl your way into the points and getting close, but running into the features tonight is going to probably require a few others to have a bad one, right?
Oh yeah, even if I won it, the rest of these guys need to have a bad night, which generally doesn't happen when you want it to happen. So no, we'll just go out there. It's kind of having a fun tonight, and whatever happens with the points happens. But we didn't expect too much after missing the first couple of rounds anyway. So, but it's been good since we've been here, so I can't complain.
Absolutely, mate. Well, you had the perfect excuse not to be here, and it's always good to get and jump in the fun. So, yeah, we wish you all the best for the rest of the night.
Yeah, thank you.
Cheers.
As our AT electrical car goes off, we're ready to go. Our revs are up. And we are racing, and it looks like it will be the 96 a bit off that gets the jump as they go into turns 1 and 2. They'll fire it round. Chris McKendrick just gets the spin up, and got one in the wall already. That's the 19 Walker as they fire it in. Morgan Dumlow's going to spin it up and get a big clout from the 32 car, just goes in. The 61 as well goes round. It's carnage galore in the opening laps of our stock cars, as it looks like the 31 at Clark's coming under a bit of pressure now. But out of all that, it's going to be the 96 a bit off that has the race lead from the 416 of Jack Rarity. And on a 21 of Chris McKendrick spun himself up as well. So we got cars going everywhere, but it's going to be the 96 a steep bit off who's winning this one as we go red. So carnage on the opening 3 laps of our stock cars. Well, what we want to see in a contact grade.
Yeah, they're all starting to hit to pass right now at the moment. The 61 in-car of Dallas Murray, as we show there. We've already lost one, and that's the 67 car of Max Baker. We'll just make sure, and as well, it looks like we're going to lose the 19 car of Kerry Walker as well. These stock cars, they're not afraid when they've got a big field to use that bumper, because I guess they kind of have to, to win it. Thanks, Steph.
Yeah, of course it is. They hit the pass, which means if you want to pass a car, you've got to hit, otherwise you'll lose points. They'll take points if you pass a car without hitting. So
we've got some very hungry pen lookers on us, looking for them cars that aren't hitting to pass, that's for sure. So they will be relegated.
Alrighty, looks like we go green. So the 96 of Steve Biddulph has the lead when he comes back round as they work their way through. So it will be, here goes Steve Biddulph just coming into turns 3 and 4, just gets past the 33 car of Robinson. Then we go back to the 416 of Jack Rarity. So it'll be Steve Biddulph, Jack Rarity, Dylan Clark. Then we go back to Chris Callahan, Braden Lorden, as a few cars just circling, maybe waiting to see if they can hit on. A 72 of Russ goes off as well. But at the moment it's still going to be the 96 of Steve Biddulph, who's got this one under control from the 416 of Jack Rowdy as he just goes past the 61 of Murray. So he goes into second place. Then we go back to the 61. Then we go back to the 31 of Dylan Clark. Got the 32 in there as well. But at the moment it's Steve Biddulph doing the business out in front. So he works their way down the back straight now. Still going to be the 416 of Jack Rowdy in second, then the 31 of Clark. Murray lets the 32 car go by of Kramer. Then we go back to the Baker. There will be Zach Baker, then Chris Callahan, Brandon Lorne in the 83 of Morgan Dumlow. So the bumpers aren't quite getting used at the moment now. They've all sorted themselves out as they work their way through. 3 more laps to run. Got a 96 of Steve Biddulph. And then the 416 of Jack Rarity. So they work their way down the back straight. Here comes Steve Biddulph in the 96 car. He'll pass us here, complete another lap. White flag out, one left to go for the 96 of Steve Biddulph. Then the 416 of Jack Rarity. Then the 31 of Dylan Clark, the 73 of Braden Lawton. But he'll come off the turn, and it's going to be a race win to the 96 of Steve Biddulph, who takes out heat number 1 of a hit to pass from the 416 of Jack Rarity. Then we go back to the 31 of Dylan Clark. Then it should be Braden Lawton. We'll get official results when it comes through. As our stock cars, well, we get a bit of carnage in those opening few laps. Oh, there we go. Then we gave.
Yeah, Steve Biddulph there picking up the race win, representing Greenstone Park Speedway out there in Greymouth as well. Second place, the 416 car of Jack Rarity, and in third place, the 31 car of Dylan Clark. At the start, they do tend to use their bumpers. We had a few DNFs in there. 72 car of Braden Russ, the 61 car of Dallas Murray, the 19 of Kerry Walker, and the 67 car of Max Baker, all DNFs. So it's good to see the 32 car, the ex-former super stock driver, and as well ex-stock car, looks like he's gone back down to the stock car grade. And that is the 32 car of Phil Kramer, but a good race result for a couple of our out-of-towners, as we've got a couple results here in the races earlier on.
Yeah, we certainly do. We can tell you that's race 8 Extreme Dirt Series A versus B. The race winner went to the 2NZ of Chris Cowling from the 99 of Steve Whaling. Then Ian Burson in third. Fourth went to the 881 of Matt Summerfield. Then we go back to the known W of Mark Pitcher. 49A of Brody Abrahamson.
So we're here in the pits. Look, we're getting down to the business end of this series. Obviously, it's been an absolutely fantastic ride. In terms of the point side of things, everything's very tight at the top, but I believe that Benji Steddon's still leading things. It's been actually quite interesting over the last week, kind of watching these super saloons and getting to know the cars and the different setups and the different makes and models. There's a lot of talk about 4-bar cars being the absolute ultimate in the sport of super saloons at the moment, but yeah, some of these torsion bar cars, they're very, very professionally set up, and I don't think all is lost for the torsion bar side of things yet. So it's going to be very, very interesting come the New Zealand Super Saloon Champs in Dunedin. But obviously we're here to get this Extreme Dirt Series done, and man, it's been an absolute cracker. This is my first time here to Nelson, and this track, it kind of just completely just keeps going and going and going and going. So yeah, I hope you like the action, because I think it's going to hot up pretty well.
Well, here we have the TQ field, and it's narrowed down to 6, but that is racing. They are off now. They've got the green, and let's have a look and see who we've got. It looks like the 99 car there of Mark Bizette has managed to dive down into the front. And as you see up on the outside there, the big black machine, it's the 8 car of Jack Rawson in third place, and he's looking for that outside line as they come down in front of the control tower, but hasn't managed to pick it up yet. Well, they keep on screaming around. We've got Bizette in the 99 car still just sitting in front of Cameron McKenzie, but Cameron McKenzie is not letting up as they come past Bigsy's Hill. And look at that beautiful inside line, that 7C car just looking to dive inside, and look at that, he's done it. That is all class there as we see him put on the power and use that slide to his advantage. So now we've got race leader Cameron McKenzie sitting in first place, behind him Mark Bizette, and then we go back to the it's close, the number 11 car still just on the outside there of Joe Keane. Then we go back one more to the 24 car, that red machine of Kynan Bizette, Jack Rawson and Graham Porter bringing up the rear. It is still good racing, and we've seen another switch there with McKenzie just sitting out in front and starting to open up that lead now. Well, you'll see a little bit more space, but back through the pack they're starting to give themselves a little more room, but that doesn't mean that they're slackening off the pace. We have got some fast laps here with Joe Keane so fast. are the fastest laps, so look at that as they continue to battle it out for second and third. That is where the race is happening. Well, Cameron McKenzie just continues to open up that lead. That is all class coming past the control tower now, but look a little bit further to the pack, probably about 6 or 7 race lengths ahead. But here is the battle for second, the Yellow Beast. Dirtworks sponsored, managing to just zip around the outside into third. That is the 11 car of Joe Keane, but not managing to pick it up and moving back a couple of places. As we see now Mark Bizet managing to just fend off that Jack Rawson's black machine there as he goes for the inside line. Look at him there diving down close to the grass, but not quite picking it up this time around. Well, we are now on. Well, that was all action, 8 laps down, and it went fast. They were absolutely moving. Cameron McKenzie in the 7C car, 14.792 seconds as the fastest lap. Absolutely moving and showing why the checkered flag deserved to be sitting with that car. That was great racing.
Yeah, great racing there by the 7 car of Cameron McKenzie, just showing he is quite a bit of class above the rest of the field here at Milestone Homes, top of the South Speedway. Obviously, the field of TQs is a wee bit diminished tonight here at Milestone Homes, top of the South Speedway, with that South Island TQ Midget Championship happening down there at Ruapuna Park in Christchurch. As we get ready for heat number 5 at Milestone Homes, top of the South Speedway. These Super Saloon boys are flying through these races at the moment here in Nelson. We'll see a bit bigger than a circle really here at Milestone Homes, top of the South Speedway. The egg shape can't really get a lot of power down as we get ready for racing here, heat number 5 of the Extreme Dirt Series, and we've already got one slow down. It's the 18M car of Sam Waddell. He's gone straight to the back of the field on the outside, so he might have a wee bit of problems there, as it looks like we will go to a yellow light. So not too sure what happened there. Might have been a jump start. Waddell just did not go. So Mark Osborne might have been a wee bit too gun shy there on the start as we go for a restart here at Milestone Homes, top of the South Speedway. We are racing. And as they start to make their way through corners number 1 and 2, Ricky Bolton trying to use the inside line around corners number 1 and 2 as Ray Stewart now trying to get down the inside of the 18M car of Sam Waddell. And oh, we got a rollover.
Oh my word.
And it's the 34T car of Ray Stewart involved in the 18 as well of Sam Waddell and the 6M car of Gary Edwards. We'll go to a full race red light, race fans, for that one. There's a wee bit of contact there between a few of our drivers, potentially trying to go about 3 wide around 3 and 4 Bigsy's Hill.
Virus.
Well, the 7 cars out on the track. There's Partington, can't do math. And Partington and Osborne get ready to restart here at the Extreme Dirt Series at Milestone Homes, top of the South Speedway. We are racing. And Osborne gets a good jump on the 69 car of Partington, who slots his way back into second place. He's got the hard-charging Sam Waddell coming right up his rear end at the moment. And Sam Waddell will just wait for Partington to push wide off corner 3 and 4 and slide down his inside as they make their way through corners number 1 and 2. And we've got another incident this time now with the 36 car of Dale Bigwood on the exit of corner number 3 and 4. And that's involved the 861 car of Ricky Bolton and the 6 car of Gary Edwards. So they're all racing for the Extreme Dirt Series. They all want to try and get as much points as they can to finish up in the series, but this corner number 3 and 4, it might be because of the sun coming down there on the exit of corner number 4, might be putting a few of the drivers off.
Yeah, it's starting to look like an unlucky turn down there, Gabe.
Especially that inside line. And Dale Bigwood. This is probably why we left Nelson till last in the series, as there was probably bound to be a wee bit of carnage as we are back and racing. Partington gets a nice wee good start beside the 19 car of Osborne, but couldn't quite make it stick as Sam Waddell now trying to go down the inside of Partington as they make their way through corners number 3 and 4. Waddell trying to do the old slide job on Partington as he makes his way through corners number 1 and 2 will get the job done. So Waddell all the way up into second place from Partington, then it's Johnson, Bigwood, and then Edwards at the back of the field. But Mark Osborne had a few too many problems which pulled him out of the feature race last night at Eastern State Speedway. Obviously, it is the 19C car, the Suck It Up Limited Malcolm Nartai car, being driven by chassis owner Mark Osborne, and he's only got a couple of carlings in between him and the 18 car of Sam Waddell. So Waddell's all over the back now of the 18 car of Sam Waddell, trying to go down his inside off 3 and 4. We'll try and set it up through 1 and 2 as they make their way through. It looks like Greg Johnson now in the 77 car, trying to go down the inside of Craig Partington for third position. Waddell trying to go down the inside again on the 19 car of Osborne, but he can't quite make it stick. Osborne, a seasoned veteran, will know how to make his way around Milestone Homes, top of the South Speedway. Done it a fair few times here in Nelson, as Johnson still trying to go down the inside of the 69 of Partington. Only got about 6 more laps to go. As Waddell, as they start to make their way down the back straight, they are Waddell and Osborne already an entire front straight in front of third position, as Osborne out wide, Waddell down low through corners number 1 and 2. Waddell tries to slide up, can't quite get the job done as they start to make their way down the back straight. Waddell and Osborne side by side as they make their way through corners 3 and 4. Osborne's out wide, Waddell down low as they pass me in the commentary box. Osborne still holding on to that lead only just as they start to make their way down the back straight. Only got a couple more laps to go, as it'll be white flag this time by. So Waddell on the inside, Osborne on the outside trying to hold off the hard charging Sam Waddell. Down the inside, here comes Osborne and Waddell side by side as they head into 3 and 4. It looks like Osborne might have the wee jump on him. It's going to be Mark Osborne in the 19 car that takes that one out from the 18 of Sam Waddell. And third place eventually is going to be the 69 car of Craig Partington from the 77 of Greg Johnson. Then it'll be the 6 car of Gary Edwards from the 36 of Dale Bigwood. But a good hard race there from our 2 up the front, the 19C car of Mark Osborne and the 18M car of Sam Waddell, going very fast around Milestone Homes, top of the South Speedway.
Well, the field might have thinned out a bit, but wasn't that great racing? Just to see Waddell sitting so hard there, taking that inside line and driving it hard. They were neck and neck, and that was a nail-biter right through to the end there. That could have been anyone's race, but Osborne just managing to fend him off, Gabe. That is what we want to see from Super Saloons here as they throw themselves around this track. A little bit bumpy and lumpy through 3 and 4 with that sun coming down. So a great race here in another one of the heats through this series.
A good race win there for Mark Osborne. A bit unfortunate there for the 34T car of Ray Stewart. That'll probably be his night done and dusted.
We Reuse IT should be your first port of call when you need help with your PC, laptop or tablet. Whether it be a fault with your machine or a warrant of fitness checkover, the team understand just how important it is to lessen your downtime. And if your old machine cannot be repaired, We Reuse IT have huge stock of refurbished or new PCs, Macs, tablets, printers, screens and much more. Visit them in store today at 135 Cuba Street, Palmerston North, or head to their website at www.wereuseit.co.nz. Anderton Decorators are a long-established Canterbury company covering the whole of the South Island who love to support their local community. If you require expert advice from design to application, then Shane has the expert team to ensure your next project is hassle-free with a professional finish. Floor to ceilings, walls to roof, inside, outside, commercial or residential. Let our team take the hassle out of your decorating. Give us a call now on 027 Painting. That's 027 724 6846. Anderton Decorators, we have you covered.
Okay, as you can see, took quite a bit of a hit in the right rear, then also over in the left rear. The front half of the car doesn't look like it's too bad, but actually if we're having a look in and around the wheels, a little bit of a bow in the wheel in there, all of the bars are bent, bodywork's bent. As usual, the team comes out, everyone grabs their tools, they get right into it and they'll see if they can get this car going again. Mark Osborne, there was one hell of a race out front out there. Had Sam on your tail pretty much the whole way, but you held him out.
Yeah, no, I knew he would have been there. Car was a little bit loose, but no, it was a good car. It felt fast, so hopefully we can give it a bit of a tweak and hopefully get a bit more car speed out of it. But the stoppages are no good and you see damage, and yeah, it's no good seeing cars all wrecked up on the infield. So yeah, it's a bit of a shame we didn't have more cars out there, but it is what it is. So yeah.
Well, look, I mean, look, the series is about having fun and doing all of those sorts of things, and everyone's kind of behaved themselves all the way through. It was kind of bound to get a little bit messy at some point.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's pretty hard racing, and they're all competitive. You know, it's a good bunch of cars here. You know, they're all fast. So yeah, anything can happen, and yeah, unlucky for that. So yeah.
All the best for the rest of the night.
Yeah, cheers, thank you.
As we're about to go racing, and green we go, and it'll be the 81 car of Callum Russ who leads them round from the 21 of Jack Burson. Then we go back to the 66 car of Charlie Boone, then the 38 of Deegan Broker, the 51 of Cooper Wellington. 167, it's gone round, and a big incident there, hit the wall and collected the 28 car Leela Jeffcoat, and that's going to bring on a yellow. Oh, that could have been nasty.
Well, it was fortunate there. I guess the wall stopped that 28 car from spinning around anymore, but Layla could be a little bit dizzy after that.
Yeah, there was a couple of 360s in there. The 167 of Cairo Tabby just got a wee bit close to the wall, gave the wall a clip and just tried to collect it. But here's the replay. Just goes a bit wide, gives the wall a clip, and 28 of Jeffcoat just had absolutely nowhere to go. And so did the 19 of Toby Walker. So it's been unfortunate there, but we'll get them gridded back up again and we'll go racing very shortly. A restart time for our youth mini stocks here as we are about to go racing. And racing we go, and it's the 81 car again of Callum Russ who leads them round from the 66 of Charlie Boone. And then we go back to the 21 of Jack Burson as they work their way into 3 and 4 now. It is going to be the 81 of Callum Russ from the 21. Oh, we got a couple in the wall. 41 of Musgrove and the 18 of Higgins find the wall on turns 3 and 4. But at the moment, it's the 81 car of Callum Russ in control of this one from the 21 car of Jack Burson. Then we go back to the 38 car, Deegan Broker. Then the 66 car of Charlie Boone. Then we go back to the 51 of Cooper Wayland Franz. Go back to the 46 car, Jaden Verbit. But at the moment, it's going to be the 81 of Callum Russ, who's just got to work his way through the back markers. As they all file through, he just gets round the outside, nearly into the wall. And that's going to open the door for the 21 car, Jack Burson, to go through. And it's opened the door for the 38 of Broker. So the 81 of Russ goes a bit wide, and he's gone from first to third, just like that.
Yeah, well, the opportunity was there and the other racers have seized it. They've taken every chance they got, and it has mixed things up at the front, but he's not giving it away lightly. Oh no, he's come right through there, that number 81 car of Braden Russ, and unfortunately the number 38 car of Deegan Broker has just tapped the wall a little bit, so things are still interesting there in those top 3 positions in the youth mini stocks.
All right, so it will still be the 21 car of Jack Burson, who's got this one under control from the 81 and Callum Russ. Hard charging the 38 car of Deegan Broker. Goes through. So then we go back to the 66 of Charlie Boone, but it will be the 21 car of Jack Burson as Russ starts to make his way up again and trying to take that first position back from the 21 of Jack Burson. We go back to the 38 of Broker. Here we go, side by side now as they work their way into 1 and 2. Russ gets the job done, but here comes Burson. Oh, we got a bit of lap traffic to contend with. They get through it nicely.
Well, he set himself up well there as they came out of 3 and 4, just down on the inside line, but it's not over yet. Look at them, they're still sparring, Daniel.
Well, they certainly are, as we've got not too far away from the white flag. Will be out next time round. Here comes some more lap traffic to contend with. So who works their way through it the best? As Russ just finds a gap, just spreads the needle well. Here we go, white flag out, 1 lap to go for the 21 car of Jack Burson and the 81 of Russ. So they work their way down the back straight now. Here we go, they'll fire into 3 and 4. Here's some lap traffic to contend with as well. And it looks like it's going to be Burson who gets the job done from the 81 car of Callum Russ. Then it'll be the 38 of Deegan Broker. The 66 of Charlie Boone goes through as well. That was an interesting youth mini stock race.
Well, they're not high power machines, but there's still plenty of action on the track as we watch them work so hard there. They're still competing and contending against each other, so this is where these races are being made before they move back up into these higher classes, and we've seen that class out there on the track tonight.
Yeah, well, as we say, these are the future of Speedway. These guys and girls, once they leave youth mini stocks, they go on to something else, whether it be stock cars or super stocks or what have you, and most of the time they tend to do well in other classes, as it looks like our street stocks are going to be coming back out for their second heat of the night. And I can tell you we have a driver change in the street stocks. By the looks of it, it looks like the 58 car will be driven by Ryan Musgrove. So in the 58 street stock will be Ryan Musgrove tonight. It will be the 11 of Cody McCarrison, the 15 out of Christchurch to Wayne Kennett. So AT electrical buggy goes off. Heat number 2 for street stocks, and we're underway. And it will be the 11 car of Cody McCarrison who leads this one out from the 39 of Harry Moffat Swaston. And we got a few going to the wall. Oh, Bailey Briggs gets caught up with the 9 car. Into the wall it goes, just about gives him a spin. That's Bill McNamara involved. And oh, Shaw goes into the wall with the 59 of Corbett. And he might just try and give him a wee spin for his troubles. He does. And Palmer follows him in, might just give him a wee tap to the wall as well. So these street stocks certainly putting on a show for these race fans.
Well, Samantha Pine just managing to dive out of the way there as well, as she's under the mentor program and still working her way up from the back there as well.
So away we go. Oh, McCarrison gets tangled up with the 59 of Corbett, and he gets tangled as well. And he's got some damage to the car. So these street stocks certainly are causing some carnage out there, what we want to see. And the 11 looks like he might be parked up. Oh, the 59 of Corbett gets spun round, and we do go red. And that might be for the 11 of Cody McCarrison, as well as the 59 of Doug Corbett.
Yeah, well, right in front of the tower here as well, plenty of action. Crazy to see there as these cars keep on getting snared up with each other here in the street stocks, but it's what we love them for. These drivers are prepared to tap where they've got to make those advances on the track, so there is plenty of action for us to watch. Older cars, but still plenty of fun.
Yeah, certainly are. These older cars that we just get everybody sorted out as we watch a few replays via the Pits TV as they all fire into turns 1 and 2. It looks like the 9 car of Matt Kamara just wanted to target one of the Nelson ones. And old Bailey Briggs decided that he wasn't going to have any of it. But as they bring in the 59 car Corbett, he come under a little bit of attention from some of these others.
Yeah, unfortunately, that'll be the end of the night for him. Well, maybe there'll be another heat, who knows? But at this point, that looks like him sitting this race out.
So it looks like we won't be too far away from a restart in our street stocks. All right, revs are up and we go racing again. And it will be the free NZ of Steve Soper, who has the race lead from the 58 car of Ryan Musgrove. So here comes the 58 of Ryan Musgrove from the 88 of Bailey Briggs, who's down the field a little bit, sitting on top. Oh, the 15 of Dwayne Kennett goes round and into the path of the 5 of Bradley Evans and the Valiant. So these street stock boys certainly using their bumpers tonight.
Yeah, unfortunate for the Valiant, who's running his own race as well as part of that Tri-Series.
As they work their way through now, still the free NZ leading this one out from the 58 of Musgrove. Oh, it looks like he's gone to the infield as well in a borrowed car, usually driven by Cassandra Brand, but driven tonight by the 58 of Musgrove in this race, as the free NZ still holds on to the lead, as the 15 of Dwayne Kennett just gets into the back of the 99 car of Taylor Lynch. So some of these out-of-towners might just want to cause some carnage with their bumpers, as it looks like it will be the free NZ of Soper in control of this one from the 9B of Phil McNamara, as he just works his way around the lap traffic as the 15 car Dwayne Kennett goes round him. So down the back straight they go. It is still the free NZ of Steve Soper, as here comes the 15 of Kennett. Thought he was going to line up the 9 of McNamara. We got the 99 of Taylor Lynch.
Well, unfortunately, Bradley Evans burning rubber there, just with that tyre is rubbing against the bodywork after that crunch in turn 3.
So here we go. It's still going to be the free NZ as we're on the last lap now. For the free NZ of Steve Soper's McNamara gets the flick around from the 88 car of Briggs, and Briggs spins himself up, but the race win will go to the free NZ car of Steve Soper. Then we'll go back to the 39 car of Harry Moffat Swash. Then it looks like after that spin it's still going to be in third will be Phil McNamara in the 9B. Go back to the 808 of Timothy Pine, Ryan Shaw, Bradley Evans, Bailey Briggs, Dwayne Kennett, Taylor Lynch and Samantha Pine. And be down there some Musgrove, Perry Soper, McCarrison and Corbett.
Ricky Bolton, that last heat was a little bit messy, mate. Not what the series is all about, but I guess that's racing.
That is racing. You know, you get good buggers like Mark Pictor pulling fingers at me behind there. That's what happens when you're in race cars and you're going that fast on dirt. Sometimes you're a hero and sometimes you're zero, but it was unfortunate. We obviously won the first heat, so we're looking good on points. That's why we really had to boogie. Feel sorry for old Ray, he copped a lot of damage. We're going to try and see if we can get out for the B main, but we've done quite a bit of damage. So
absolutely. Well, I see your team's working hard behind the scenes, so yeah, all the best, and hopefully we see you out there later, mate.
Thanks, team. No worries.
Thanks, Ricky.
The St. Nicholas is a familiar sight around Bluff as she steams out to capture Can-Do Fishing's famous Bluff Kinner. Once caught, the kinner is brought back to the purpose-built factory in Bluff where it is processed, packed and shipped fresh to you. But that's not all that Can-Do Fishing can do for you. Try some of their green-boned fish or delicious power products and you will soon see why seafood from the Bluff is world famous. So head to your local fish market or supermarket and ask for Can-Do Fishing Kinner, fish or power. Can-Do Fishing, there's nothing we can't do for you. Anderton Decorators are a long-established Canterbury company covering the whole of the South Island who love to support their local community. If you require expert advice from design to application, then Shane has the expert team to ensure your next project is hassle-free with a professional finish. Floor to ceilings, walls to roof, inside, outside, commercial or residential. Let our team take the hassle out of your decorating. Give us a call now on 027 Painting. That's 027 724 6846. Anderton Decorators, we have you covered.
South Islands here at Milestone Homes, top of the South Speedway. It's Taylor and McManaway as we get ready to go racing at Milestone Homes, top of the South Speedway. As they make their way into corners number 1 and 2, it looks like the 492 car of Campbell McManaway's got the best start. Jackson Lovelady diving through the 8 car of Snedden and the 6 car of Flynn. So Lovelady's already up into 3rd position from the 6B car of Jacob Flynn, then the 8 car of Benji Snedden. That's your top 5 at the moment. McManaway leading this one by a couple of car lengths already over the 58C car of Richie Taylor. Cardwell's got past 2 cars at the back of the field, trying to go down the inside now of the 88 of Dave Manera, and he's going to get that job done now. So Cardwell all the way up into 6th position already in the 3NZ machine. And still the 492 car of Campbell McManaway leading this one by a couple of car lengths now over the 58C car of Richie Taylor from the 17 of Jackson Lovelady. So it's a South Island 1, 2, 3 at the moment, as the rest of the North Islanders start to filter through the 6 car of Jacob Flynn, as it looks like the 3NZ of Craig Cardwell trying to go down the inside of the 8K of Benji Snedden for 5th position. Snedden out high, Cardwell down low, and low usually wins it down off corners number 2 here at Milestone Homes, top of the South Speedway. So Cardwell already trucking dirt early on, and Nelson up to 5th position already, trying to dive down the inside of the 6B car of Jacob Flynn as they start to make their way down the back straight. It looks like the 58C car of Richie Taylor's caught right up to the 492 car of Campbell McManaway for 1st position, and Cardwell's already got past the 6B car of Jacob Flynn. So he started off grid position number 10 or /9 really, did the 3NZ of Craig Cardwell, and he's already up in the 4th position as we've got 4 more laps to go, and the 6th and final heat of the Black Baldy Cattle Company Extreme Dirt Series here at Milestone Homes, top of the South Speedway, with tonight's sponsor being AT Electrical. Richie Taylor just holding on to 2nd place at the moment. Jackson Lovelady, the young man, has caught up to the 58C car of Richie Taylor, and so has the 3NZ car, the hard charging Craig Cardwell, as they start to make their way through corners number 3 and 4. It'll be white flag, so he's got 1 more lap to go. Does Mr. Candu fishing himself to hold on to the race winners. Lovelady now trying to go down the inside of the 58C car of Richie Taylor as they start to make their way down the back straight. Taylor out high, Lovelady down low. McManaway's going to pick up the race win, and I'm suggesting Lovelady's going to pick up 2nd place from the 58C car of Richie Taylor from the 3NZ of Craig Cardwell, then the 6B car of Jacob Flynn. But Taylor just holding on by the barest of margins. Heat race number 6 will be won by the 492 car of Campbell McManaway, and 2nd place will be the 58C car of Richie Taylor from the 17 of Jackson Lovelady, then the 3NZ of Craig Cardwell from the 6B of Jacob Flynn, the 8K of Benji Snedden.
So let's see what we've got. They have got the green and they are off, and look at that, the throttle is down, and the 17 pairing of Steer and Thorn once again showing that they are all class here as they come up the back straight. But the green machine sitting in 2nd place is not mucking around, as the 47 bike of Drake and Kingsbury has just been picked up there in front of the control tower, but they are fighting back. The 14 pairing, the Martins, have managed to just get on the inside, but let's see what happens as they tussle it out and look for 2nd place. The Martins still just holding off and going a bit wide there. Oh, we have lost a swinger, and that is looking pretty rough. Give him a round of applause. He's up on his feet and looking all right, but the rest of the race continues with the orange machine out in front there. But will it be there for long? It is Steer and Thorn, and they have dominated in this class with the 47 bike down low there through turns 3 and 4, looking to make a little bit of space, but it doesn't look like it's happening yet. So they will dive around the outside looking for an option as they swing out wide there around shop corner. They're gaining on a little bit there. We can see their time speeding up, but they didn't manage to pick that one up. It was Steer and Thorn taking it out once again.
It's a matter of alone. Drove by your house and saw that nobody was home. No. Yeah, I got it on my own. Independent chick, I buy my own silicone. Love me, you love me, then let me unwrap. Yeah, you made my emotions. Now I'm on the
Ken, when we went away, you could still show those young buggers how to do it out there, eh?
Exactly, yep. Oh, this is my home track. Second favourite other than Cromwell. And Bay Park's getting up there now. But, yeah, show these young fellas. We'll see how we go in the shootout. That'll be cool. I just got in. I'm number 8.
Oh, number 8 in the shootout. That's absolutely brilliant, mate. Well, we hope you go really, really well. And I'm sure all the fans will be keeping an eye on you.
Yeah, I'll be doing my best anyway, so and we'll get out there and do it. I think the track might be coming back a little bit, and we'll get a little bit of drive, so and then we'll wreck it at the end, I'd say.
Lovely. Congratulations on this amazing Extreme Dirt Series. I know the fans are loving it, so all the best for the rest.
Oh, it's been great, all right. Everybody keeps talking about it. Getting a bit tired, though. I had a couple of weeks up in the North Island before we flew down and caught up with the with the group, and we've had some late nights and some good time, but met some great people. Some great people come down and being part of the series. Guys that when we go to the North Island, we'll definitely catch up with them. So makes a really good friendship sort of thing.
Yeah. And you're going to help me convince my wife to buy myself a super saloon?
Oh yeah, I've probably got one for sale. I will, yeah, that'll be great.
No, I'll get in big trouble. All the best for the rest of the night, mate. Thanks.
Good one. Thanks, Aaron.
As we've got Eastern States Nelson off the front row, and we are racing. Heat number 2 for our Grays Engineering hit to pass stock cars. And it looks like we've got one on the infield already. It looks like Kerry Walker just assisted the 21 E-car of Chris McKendrick to the infield as they start to make their way down the back straight. Oh, Kerry Walker! Is it not Kerry in the 19 car? Now Dallas Murray now racing the 19N car for this race. I thought he looked a wee bit too hungry for the bumper as he just collides there with the 67 car of Max Baker. As we got one round, it's Jason Del Favetto, and he's right in the middle there of exit of corner number 4, so he's very lucky not to get a couple of side rails to his chest there as they start to make their way down the back straight. Looks like the 67 car of Max Baker pulling to the infield already as the stockies start to spread themselves out at the moment. Not too sure if a lot of them were hitting to pass at the moment. Dylan Clark at the moment going high and wide, and cars just feeding underneath them at the moment. As it looks like the 96 car of Steve Biddup already using that bumper on the 59 car of Zach Baker. And it looks like a wee bit problems there for the 31 car of Dylan Clark. And that'll bring on the red light. Jason Del Favetto does another wee spinneroonie there on the exit of corner number 4. And the 31 car of Dylan Clark will go to the infield. So he might have just been trying to get the 31 car off the track. Was looking very, very second hand at the moment. Might be a few problems with that one. At the moment, the race leader at this stage is the 713 car of Chris Callanan from the 416 car of Rarity. So Rarity's going to be your race leader at the moment as they start to pass me in the commentary box. So Rarity's going to pick up your race lead for now over the 713 car of Callanan from the 83 of Dumlow. Then it goes Biddup, and then the 96 N car of Braden Lawton. That's your top 5 at this stage. There's Dumlow trying to go down the inside of Callanan now for second place. 6 laps gone out of 10 for heat number 2 for our Grays Engineering stock cars racing for the hit to pass tonight. And it looks like the 76 or 96 car of Braden Lawton trying to go down the inside. Oh no, it's the 96 car of Biddup there already. Biddup and Lawton getting in the two tangles, the two 96s, and stuff them up there on the exit of corner number 2. So that's opened the door now for the 19 car of Dallas Murray racing that one, and the 32 car of Kramer. Oh, Murray looked like he wanted to have a go there at the 32 car of Kramer off corner number 2. He did have a wee love tap on the 32 of Kramer as they pass through. As it's still the 416 car of Jack Rarity leading this one. It's white flag, so he's only got one more lap to go. He leads it over the 83 car of Morgan Dumlow. So Jack Rarity at the moment racing the Eastern States flag. Next season he'll be out of Nelson, but he's going to pick up the race win for heat number 2 for a hit to pass stock cars. And second place is going to be the 83 car of Morgan Dumlow from the 713 of Chris Callanan. Then it'll be the 32 of Kramer from the 19 of Walker, from the 17 of Connolly, the 33 of Kynan Robinson from the 96 of Bidoff, then the 21 of Chris McKendry, then the 59 of Zach Baker. And fastest lap going there to, again, our race winner, the 416 of Jack Rarity, all the way contracted at the moment out of Eastern State Speedway, but I believe he'll be out of Nelson next year. There's a few more stockies starting to head over the hill now and represent the Nelson Club. Potentially we might see the likes of the Tasman Thunder back in the next couple years.
A three-quarter midget action here at Milestone Homes, top of the South Speedway, about ready to get a green light, and racing we go. And it will be, it looks like it's going to be the 8 car, no, it's going to be the 11 car of Joe Keenan, who's going to lead them round from the 8 car of Jack Rawson. But here comes the 7 car of Cameron McKenzie, from the 24 of Kyan Bazette, but it's at the moment it's the 11 of Joe Keenan from Jack Rawson, then Cameron McKenzie, then we got Kyan Bazette and the 24 car, Mark Bazette and Porter rounding out the field. But it's the 11 car at the moment of Joe Keenan doing the business out in front from the 7 of Cameron McKenzie, then the 8 car of Jack Rawson. Down the back straight they go now. It's still the 11 car of Joe Keenan, who goes a little bit wide. May have opened the door for the 7 of McKenzie to come through. From the 8 of Rawson sitting there in third spot. But at the moment it's going to be the 11 of Joe Keenan. Here comes the 7 car of McKenzie. Had a wee look on the inside. They're almost side by side coming past us here at the tower. And at the moment it's McKenzie, although might have made a little bit of contact there. Coming off 1 and 2. They go down the back straight now. And it's still going to be the 11 of Joe Keenan from the 7 of Cameron McKenzie. Then the 8 car of Jack Rawson. So we're on lap 5 of 12. So almost not quite halfway through this one. McKenzie trying to find an opening. The 11 of Joe Keenan's not going to let him through though that easily. So work their way through. Oh, here comes McKenzie. Takes the race lead this time round. So Cameron McKenzie will have the lead from the 11 car of Joe Keenan. Then it'll be the 8 car of Jack Rawson. As they work their way through now, we're on lap 7 of 12. So only 5 more laps to run in this one. And it will be the 7 of Cameron McKenzie, who decided not to run the South Island TQ title tonight. He decided to come here at Milestone Homes, top of the South Speedway, and do battle. We got the 11 of Joe Keenan in second, in the 8 car of Jack Rawson, the 24 of Kyan Bazette. But at the moment it's the 7 car of McKenzie. He's just running away with this one now. As they pass us here again at the tower, it's going to be Cameron McKenzie with a 14.6. Fastest lap of the race. He's just done a 14.7. So he's on fire at the moment as Cameron McKenzie. As we're on lap 9, about to make it lap 10. Here comes the battle for second between Rawson and Keenan in the 24 of Bazette and Mark Bazette in the 99 car. Here comes McKenzie though as they fire it into 3 and 4. They come off the turn now. And it will be the 7 of Cameron McKenzie. White flag out, 1 lap to run for Cameron McKenzie. And the 11 of Joe Keenan and the 8 of Rawson. Here we go, Rawson's going to try and find a way around the outside for second. But Cameron McKenzie will pick up the 3/4 midget feature from the 11 of Joe Keenan. Then the 8 of Rawson. Then the 24 of Kyan Bazette, then Mark Bazette, and the 12 of Graham Porter. That's how they finish for the 3/4 midgets. And it is now time for our Super Saloon pole shuffle. One of Gay's favourites. He loves a pole shuffle.
Just give us a wee bit of time till after the pole shuffle to do that, because we've actually just still got them here. So just after the pole shuffle's done, it's Nikita Brown.
Okay viewers, we're about to enter one of the coolest things I like in Speedway, a pole shuffle. There's nothing better than a good old pole shuffle. So in first we got 18M, then the 2NZ, 3NZ, 19C, 9W, 58C, 21N and Camel McManaway and the 492N snuck in. If you don't know what a pole shuffle is, it will start with 8th versus 7th and then the winner of that will progress through and they'll compete against 6th and then 5th, and so on, until we find out who the last 2 cars are and who will start on pole for the feature.
And it looks like Burson on the inside for this one. McManaway on the outside for the 7th and 8th. So whoever loses this one will start off grid position number 8 for the feature race. A bit later on, the 20-lap feature race here at Milestone Homes, top of the South Speedway for the Black Baldy Cattle Company Extreme Dirt Series. As well, the sponsor for tonight is AT Electrical. If you want to head down and grab some merchandise, go see the van over there in corners number 1 at the moment to make this night a rememberable one. But we've got an all Nelson battle, all top of the South battle, as Burson and McManaway start to go battle. We are racing! And Burson gets the jump on McManaway at the moment as they start to feed their way through corners number 1 and 2. McManaway's not going to give up. He might try the old high line around 3 and 4. No, he's going to try stick it low and try slide underneath the 21 car of Ian Burson. Couldn't quite get the job done this time by McManaway down low. Burson up high. Oh, we have a contact between the two. And Burson spun out there on the exit of corner number 2. And McManaway's going to go through and pick up the checkered flag. And the next man out will be the 58C car of Richie Taylor. We will hold on, race fans. We do have Speedway New Zealand official Bill Clarkson Jr. here tonight, and it looks like he has deemed Burson the cause of that one. So Burson will start off grid position number 8, as McManaway will be on the outside. Richie Taylor has drawn the inside, so he gets to choose. So Burson will start off grid position number 8. It's now another South Island affair between Taylor and McManaway. Richie Taylor, 3 times 2NZ, former 3NZ himself. Also a former Grand Prix champion and 3-time South Island champion. He'll hopefully be back here on the 25th of March for that South Island Championship. As we go for the battle for 7th, it is Taylor and McManaway. We are racing! And side by side, bumper to bumper, it looks like McManaway's left front tyre as flat as anything at the moment as they start to make their way down the back straight into 3 and 4. This one's probably going to be a foregone conclusion for the 58C car of Richie Taylor. White flags, we got one more lap to go. That left front tyre of McManaway's is flat, so it looks like a wee bit of contact between the two drivers. Just put that tyre a bit down more, as the 58 car of Richie Taylor will pick up the checkered flag. So McManaway will start off grid position number 7. As the next man out onto the track, it'll be the Moving Company sponsored 9W of Mark Pitcher. But unfortunate, he's had a wee bit of work commitments up there with the Moving Company. So he was unable to attend the midweek one in Greymouth on Tuesday. But he got second last night at the Paddy North Memorial Trophy feature win there over in Blenheim last night. And he's really carried that form from then until tonight. Pitcher's got the inside. Taylor's got the outside, so the battle for 6 will be on. Pitcher and Taylor as they start to make their way through corners 3 and 4. We are racing! And side by side as they pass me on the control tower as they make their way through 3 and 4. Richie Taylor's got that high line working beautifully in the 58C car. Mark Pitcher's going to try a wee bit too hungry at the moment. Thought he might have crossed himself up. Had good car control to keep that one straight, but this one is going to be taken out by the 58C car of Richie Taylor as they start to make their way down the back straight, unless something massive happens to Richie Taylor. But he's going to pick up the checker flag. So that means the 9W car of Mark Pitcher will start off grid position number 6 for the feature race. And now it is time now for the last of the South Island drivers to make their way out onto the track. Racing the Suck It Up Limited sponsored 19C car of Malcolm Natai. It is Mark Osborne. Osborne, a 3-time New Zealand and Grand Prix winning champion. Former 3NZ in Super Saloons and Super Stocks as well as a former North Island champion. Loves pedaling around Milestone Homes, top of the South Speedway And I thought he might have done this. Yep, a lot of these cars will start to use that high line around corners number 1 and 2, and Osborne the first one to choose that line as we start to get ready. It's the Battle of Canterbury at the moment. It's Taylor on the inside, Osborne on the outside, as we are racing. As they make their way through corners number 1 and 2, Osborne riding that right rear tyre right on the cushion and gets a couple of car length lead over the 58 car of Richie Taylor. 1 lap gone, so it's white flag, so he's only got 1 more lap to hold off. Taylor might just try and back off a wee bit at this point, because it looks like it's going to be a foregone conclusion for the 19C car of Mark Osborne, and he's going to pick up the race win. So Richie Taylor is going to start off grid position number 5 for the feature race in the Gorge chassis. And now it'll be time for the 3NZ car of Craig Cardwell to make his way out onto the track. Former North Island champion, current 3NZ, finished second last night over the hill in Blenheim, and obviously the son of former Super Saloon icon and champion, and that's Tony Cardwell. And Cardwell looks like he wants that inside line for this one, so he might have thought he would have gone to the high line, but no, he thought the inside line's going to work for me. So Cardwell's decided to go inside, Osborne on the outside. These two have had ding-dong battles throughout their time in the North Island. And Cardwell just trying to slightly push Osborne out a wee bit wide here as we are racing. And Osborne didn't really get the jump he wanted. He'll try fight it back though, and it looks like it's going to bring on the orange lights. So that's going to be a jump start there for the 3NZ car of Craig Cardwell on the inside. So they're going to have to restart this one all over again. As you can see, these cars, they don't want to really give an inch, because an inch could be the difference between in the front or second place, especially with a pole shuffle.
Lights are out, lights are out.
Obviously Bill Clarkson Jr. there looking after the line there for them. And they do get the 1 warning, obviously. And then if it happens again, the cause of this one will be put to the infield. So Cardwell on the inside, Osborne on the outside. We have a retake for our pole shuffle for 4th position. A little bit of side-by-side contact between the two. Cardwell down low, Osborne out wide. Osborne gets a nice wee bit of drive from 3 and 4 and tries to slide down the inside of the 3NZ car of Craig Cardwell. Wee bit of contact between them. Couldn't quite get the pass to stick as Osborne now starts to go to work through 1 and 2. There's a couple of car lengths between them now. A wee bit of contact with the wall for Osborne. Osborne's going to try the slide job down the inside, but he can't quite get the job to stick. That's how you try and come back if you're behind early on in the pole shuffle. Mark Osborne showing how you pedal around Milestone Homes, top of the South Speedway. But he will start off grid position number 4 for our feature race. And now we have a battle of the NZs. It is the current 2 NZ, Chris Cowling, winner of the current round at round 3 in Greymouth, winner of round 4 in Blenheim, a 3-time New Zealand Super Saloon champ, 2-time North Island champ, and ex-1NZ in the Saloon class. And he has come down to the South Island with a bit of vengeance in his blood after what happened last weekend at Bay Park Speedway. He has chosen the inside line for this one as they start to slowly make their way as the battle of the NZs fight it off for the 3rd and the Extreme Dirt Series pole shuffle. And Chris Cowling gets the early jump on the 3NZ of Cardwell. Cardwell's going to fight it back for all he's got as they start to make their way down the back straight. Cowling though leads this one by a car length already as they pass beyond the control tower. They've only got 1 more lap to go, so Cardwell, this one might be in vain here for the 3NZ car. He might not be too bad though, starting off grid position number 3 for the feature race, because you get that inside line, but Chris Cowling's going to take this pole shuffle race out. So the 3NZ of Craig Cardwell will start off grid position number 3 for our feature race. And now it is time for Clifford the Big Red Dog to come out. That's what the nickname of the car is called for Sam Waddell. He's nicknamed it Clifford, and it is a big red machine. And he's chosen the inside line for this one on the current 2NZ. Sam Waddell, former 1NZ, 2NZ North Island champion, son of Speedway icon Dean Waddell. And as well represented New Zealand at karting at the World Champs in Brazil a number of years ago. He has chosen the inside line for this one, Chris Cowling. And the 2NZ car on the outside line. Who's going to get pole for the feature race? Is it going to be Waddell? Is it going to be Cowling? As we go racing! And they're side by side as they start to go through corners number 1 and 2. Chris Cowling, though, he's going to stay out wide. He's going to try past Waddell around the outside. He might try and slide down the inside now as they come through 3 and 4. Waddell leads it the first lap. Cowling's not going to give it up at the moment. He might have tried a wee bit too hard going in to corner 1 and 2, but gets good drive off 2. Oh, he hit the wall there down the back straight. That's going to slow him down considerably. And that means the pole shuffle winner is going to be the 18M car of Sam Waddell. He's going to start off the pole position. And off the outside grid will be the 2NZ car of Chris Cowling. Well, that is your pole shuffle done for the Extreme Dirt Series, brought to us by the team at Black Baldy Cattle Company, with tonight's sponsor being AT Electrical.
Technical Welding Services Hamilton are specialists in the transit concrete mixer industry. From chassis drop-off to a full working concrete mixing, the team will take care of the job from start to finish. Full engineering services and general sheet metal work can also be undertaken. Need a quote? Call 07 847 2031 or visit our website www.techweld.nz. Technical Welding Services Hamilton, we are the experts.
It doesn't matter how hard the job is, we suck it up and get it done. No matter how dirty our hands have to get, we suck it up and get it done. Suck it up, suck it up, suck it up. Oh, for suck's sake, suck it up, suck it up, suck it up. Oh, for suck's sake, suck it up.
Suck it up and get it done with suckitup.co.nz.
It's action for the whole family. With 23 tracks around New Zealand, there is no better way to spend your weekends than at a Speedway New Zealand track.
Here they come to the start-finish line again.
There's something for the whole family. Sprint cars, saloons, stock cars, sidecars, midgets, and much, much more. Pack up the family and make a trip to adrenaline-filled, action-packed bashes and crashes that only Speedway can deliver. Visit www.speedway.co.nz to find out the track nearest to you. Speedway, it's our summer thing.
As it looks like the lights are out and we're about ready to go racing. And racing we go, and it will be Toby Walker in the 19 who's going to lead us round from the 28 of Leela Jeffcoat. Then we go back to the 18 of Luke Higgins, but here comes the 21 car of Jack Burson and the 81 of Callum Russ. Watch them to get to the front of the field pretty quickly as they work their way through now. Battles on between the 19 of Walker and the 28 of Leela Jeffcoat. Then we go back to the 18 of Luke Higgins, in the 21 of Jack Burson. Then we go back to the 18 of Callum Russ, the 51 of Cooper Wayland Franz. As they work their way past us here at the tower, still going to be the 19 car of Toby Walker from the 18 of Luke Higgins. Then the 28 of Leela Jeffcoat, the 21 of Jack Burson as they work their way through 3 and 4. They'll come off the turn now. It's still going to be the 19 of Toby Walker from the 18 of Luke Higgins. Down the back straight they go now It's still going to be Walker, Higgins, Russ, and then Burson and Leela Jeffcoat. As they work their way through now, they'll come off the turn, complete another lap. So we've completed 4 or 10, and it still will be the 19 of Toby Walker from the 18 of Higgins, trying to find a way round the 19 of Walker. Here comes Callum Russ in the 21 of Burson, but here comes the lap traffic to contend with. Who does it nicely? Oh, Walker goes wide, might have opened the door, has opened the door for Callum Russ in the 81 to go through, and the 21 of Burson to go through as well. So Walker will have to settle for third at the moment as they come across some back markers to get round the 27 car of Elizabeth Brunt. But at the moment it's still going to be the 81 car of Callum Russ from the 21 of Jack Burson, then the 19 of Toby Walker, the 18 of Luke Higgins, as the 114 of Crystal Harrington just goes low on the pole line, lets everyone go round it. And at the moment it's still going to be Callum Russ leading this one out from the 21 of Jack Burson, then the 19 of Toby Walker. So we're on lap 7 of 10, so the lap's starting to wind down now as they work their way through. Shop corner they go, lap 8, so white flag will come out next time round. As it looks like it will still be the 81 of Callum Russ leading this one out from the 21 of Jack Burson as the white flag comes out for the 81 of Callum Russ. His last race in youth mini stocks in Nelson tonight as he's going up in age, and he'll come round the turn and he'll pick up another race win. That's the 81 of Callum Russ from the 21 of Jack Burson, the 18 of Luke Higgins, then Toby Walker, Leela Jeffcoat, Andre Musgrove, Deegan Broker, Charlie Boone go through, and Karo Tabby and Cooper Wayland France rounding out your youth mini stock field for their third and final heat of
race complete.
Their club champs. And it looks like we're about ready to get into our first of our Super Saloon features. It is the B feature for the Tasman Trophy. 15 laps the distance this one.
Sam Waddell, that in him, absolutely flying, taking that pole shuffle. They're quite fun, those things, aren't they?
Yeah, pole shuffle's always enjoyable, mate. Side by side with some of your mates, going hammer and tong, and yeah, can't beat it really.
Yeah, so look, Clifford, the big red dog, she's all set up for the A main tonight. You're gonna take this on and do it.
Yeah, we're going to go out there, give it our best shot. Giving the boys, they're going to give it a little bit of tune up and try to find a little bit more speed. And yeah, we'll go out there and have some fun.
Sweet. It's been a massive week. Anyone from your side of the cam you want to thank?
Yeah, I got to say a massive thank you to Baldy and his whole family for their time coming down here, and Baldy, all the effort he puts in during the week. To Mason, everything that he does for me during the week, and yeah, the rest of the crew for helping out. It's all hard words, and I wouldn't be here without them.
Sweet. You go get them in that A main, mate.
Yeah. Cheers. Thank you.
Welcome aboard.
starting as the 6B car of Jacob Flynn. And Bankston's already used half of the 3-minute bell already. As we try and get a bit of cameras in there. So they're trying to start the 6B car of Flynn in the back of the pits because obviously he's not allowed to push start. They can do it inside the pits. He's just got to come out as deemed as outside assistance or something or other like that. You just want cars to start, I thought. The Bankston Contracting sponsored Lucas Oils Products Incorporated. And in his first season, full season of Super Saloon racing, is the 58P car of Peter Bankston. Looks like a couple of cable ties there. The old magic cable ties and duct tapes for Super Saloons. They come in handy very, very often. And it looks like Bankston will try and get this thing going. He'll just try and do a circulation off the track just to make sure that whatever the crew fixed is actually fixed. As we are racing for that one. That one's a wee bit of a hairy start for this one. So Chase Rodder was off, starting off grid position number 2. He set the pace and everyone was pretty much still an old lady's time at the moment. So anyway, there's going to be Partington in second place in the 69 car from the 99 of Walling. From the 881 of Summerfield, then the 6 of Edwards from the 58 of Bankston. A wee bit of contact there between Edwards and Bankston through corners number 1 and 2 as they start to make their way down the back straight. Still though the 33 car of Chase Rodder leading this one. From Partington, then Walling. Looks like Matt Summerfield in the 881 car is up in the 4th position, trying to battle out for Walling for that 3rd position. As it looks like Bankston trying to go down the inside of Gary Edwards for 5th and 6th position. Bankston's got the inside line as they pass me in the commentary box. Edwards trying to shut the door on him. Bankston's not going to take any of that. He'll use that bumper as much as he can, or fiberglass as much as he can. And he's up into 5th position already. Walling now, trying to get down the inside of the 69 car of Partington. So Walling up into 2nd, Partington back to 3rd, Summerfield in 4th, and Bankston in 5th position, trying to get down the inside now of the 881 car of Matt Summerfield for 4th position. Bankston down low, Summerfield up high, and Bankston's going to get the job done on Summerfield. So Bankston already up into 4th position. A very fast, hard-charging super stock back in the day. And his first, looks like the 36 car of Dale Bigwood is going to go to the infield. He might rejoin the rest of the people or cars on the track, and he does, so he doesn't bring on the caution light just yet. As we go back up to the race leader, Chase Rodder leading this one by about half of the front straight. A wee bit of contact there between the 69 of Partington and the 58 of Bankston for that battle for 3rd position, the battle for the podium for the Tasman Trophy. Bankston's got 3rd position from Partington. So it's Rodder, Whaling, Partington. Oh no, it'll be Bankston, then Partington, and then it'll be the 881 of Summerfield from the 6 of Edwards, but Edwards going down the inside of Summerfield. We're out 5th position. So Edwards trying to get through a couple of cars at the moment. Rodder though, he's getting slowly caught up by the 99 car of Steve Walling as they start to make their way down the back straight into 3 and 4. Rodder still holding on by a couple of car lengths at this stage, as there's only about 5 more laps to go. So we're done 10, 5 to go. And the Extreme Dirt Series, brought to us by the team at Black Baldy Cattle Company, with tonight's one being brought to us by the team at AT Electrical. As Edwards now trying to get past the 69 of Partington for 4th position. Edwards down low, Partington up high, and Edwards will get the job done on Partington. But still it's the 33 car of Chase Rodder who's leading this one over the 99 car of Walling, then the 58 of Bankston. So it's an all North Island top 3 at this stage as they start to make their way down the back straight into 3 and 4. These top 3 are quite a bit in front over the 4th, 5th and 6th place remaining cars, as it's only got 3 more laps to go, or 2 more laps to go. So next lap will be white flag for the 33 car of Chase Rodder. as he passes me now in the commentary box. So white flag, one more lap to go for the 33 car. The Miani Madman of Chase Rodder is at a torrid time a wee bit for this Extreme Dirt Series, but he's going to pick up the feature race win and win the Tasman Trophy. And second place is going to be the 58 car of Peter Bankston from the 99 of Walling for third. Then it'll be the 6 car of Gary Edwards from the 69 of Partington, the 881 of Summerfield from the 59 of Green, the 23 of Verity from the 36 of Bigwood, and then the 7 of Emerson. But your top 3 race fans, it is going to be in first place the 33 B car of Chase Rodder, and second will be the 58 P car of Peter Bankston, and in third will be the 99 M car of Steve Walling. And all North Island top 3 to determine the Tasman Trophy here at Milestone Homes, top of the South Speedway for the Black Baldy Cattle Company Extreme Dirt Series, brought to us by the team tonight at AT Electrical.
Okay, Peter Bankston, third in that B main. It's always good to be on the podium and show off your class.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad, With no breaks the whole race. It was pretty interesting, but hey, we made a few dodgy passes, but it was good. If I didn't stuff up my first heat, we might have been in A main, but hey, that's part of it.
Sweet, you enjoyed this Extreme Dirt Series?
She's been interesting all the way and great, great bunch of guys, so good. Yeah, can't complain.
Absolutely, mate. All the best. We'll see you at the next one.
Okay, cheers.
Awesome. Okay, Chase Rodder, you took the win there, mate, in the B main. One hell of an effort. You must be very happy.
Oh, I'm absolutely stoked. Pete around and all these good guys here. It's absolutely, I'm absolutely right, mate. Pretty speechless. 15 laps around here. It's such a cool track and such a good track once you get used to it. Yeah, pretty amazing.
Absolutely, and you've enjoyed the Extreme Dirt Series?
Oh, totally. Much thanks to the Black Baldy Cattle Company and the Boltons and all the people who put all the effort in, and all the tracks, all the officials. It's just great. It's been really neat to be a part of, and so rapt that we got a third last night and a first tonight. That's just gold for my crew. Keeps them giving me a hand.
Lovely, congratulations, mate, and we'll see you at the next Extreme Dirt Series. So we're just gonna come across now to the second place, Steve Walling, mate. Did you forget that you're on the podium or something?
Oh yeah, I was just in a hurry to get back to the track.
The beers don't start flowing yet, mate, but I'm sure they will later on. Second place in the B main, not a bad result, mate.
Oh, that's good. I broke the front end. Let go in the last 2 laps, so I was lucky to hang on to that actually.
Absolutely, mate. Well, you enjoyed the Extreme Series?
Mate, it's been awesome, mate. It's been awesome. We got a few seconds and it's added up to a win the other night, so we've had a bloody good time. Yeah.
Sweet, you got a big crew here. I know that they'll be happy with this result, and we'll see you at the next Extreme Dirt Series, all right?
That's it. I want to say big thank you to my crew. We've got a crew of 12, and man, do they work hard for it. Yeah, love it, man. It's awesome, man. Everybody that came out, yeah, that's what makes it, man. It's awesome.
Cool. Congratulations. Thank you.
So watch for it, folks. We won't be far away before they get going with this third and final heat for the street stocks, and they have got the green. And look at that, it's carnage in front of the control tower right at the start. All started by that 99 car there of Taylor Lynch. Just decided to try and crack through anybody. And so who's managed to come out of that snare up? It's the 59 car of Doug Corbett, who just managed to avoid it. And then sitting in behind is Jordan Gillespie in the 77 car. And then we go back to third place. It's the 53 car of Perry Soper. So that is our top 3 lineup. And then we go back to the 9B car of Philip McNamara, who has driven so well here tonight. That is going to be interesting as we watch that third place. But oh no, look at that, the 59 car just going too high and wide there. Doug Corbett opening the door for the 77 car of Jordan Gillespie, who did not miss that opportunity and seized it while it was there. So let's have a look at what we've got on our top 3 just now. We have still got Gillespie sitting in the first place, and Corbett taking that high and wide line again, leaving another gap open for the 9 car, McNamara, to seize second place. Well, he's dived down to the infield, and we can see the 11 car now starting to make his way back up. That is Cody McCarrison, who is working hard, and we've got a couple of cars just limping on the infield, not quite sure what's going on there, as our race leaders continue to push through now a few of these lap markers as they work their way up and through. So who have we got? Still Gillespie in first, followed by McNamara, and then McCarrison in the number 11 car. Then in fourth place is Steve Soper, the 3NZ car, and then we've got Perry Soper sitting just in behind there. So the street stocks continue to work. They've now seen 5 out of 10, that is halfway through. Well, we've got more cars on the infield now. It's just crazy out there as the dark has fallen. Trying to see what's going on in a bit of rough and tumble in shot corner as the 9 and the 11 cars just have a little bit of a tussle to try and move further forward. The 11 car now has been spun. That's Cody McCarrison going around and around. And they continue to dive on through with Steve Soper taking that opportunity to dive around on the inside, not missing anything there as he continues to push the pedal to the metal and look for further opportunities to move up the field. Well, they're giving us everything we'd expect. Not much changing up at the front, but plenty going on in positions 6, 7, 8 and 9. That seems to be where the race is just at the moment. But Ryan Musgrove diving off into the infield. Our top 3 still not changing, with the 9B car now of McNamara and Soper, 53 car, working it out in lap 8 of 10. So just 1 to go before they get that white flag. Whoa, and we've got ourselves another tussle just coming out of shot, out of 3 and 4, with the 59 car there of Doug Corbett completely spun around and stopped up there. This is street stocks doing what we expect. They are racing hard with plenty of crash and bash. Philip McNamara still in first with Perry Soper in the 53 car in second. And then third place, whoa, just a change there again. Perry Soper, Steve Soper, plenty of squealing and squeaking as the checkered flag comes out. And they cross the line. With Philip McNamara managing to finish up first with Cody McCarrison in second and then Perry Soper in third. That was everything we love from street stocks, and them leaving nothing behind in their third and final heat for tonight.
At Wholesale Tyres in Whakatane.
Need truck tyres? Wholesale Tyres. Good tyres, better prices, great people.
Vince here from Roadrunner Power and Paint, and I just want to do a shout out to the guys at Sign Solutions. Hi, Scott here from Expert Cars. If you need signage done in Invercargill, get in touch with Sign Solutions.
Kelly here from First Base Recruitment. Want to do a plug or a shout out to Sign Solutions. They've done fantastic work. Communication is great. Highly recommend them. So Sign Solutions, head on down and see them today.
Okay, this is it. We're getting down to the business end. We've got one more race with the stock cars going out very shortly, and then it's going to be the A main, which is going to determine the winner of the series. So at the moment we've got Benji Snedden on 79 points, Jacob Flynn on 78, Sam Waddell on 76, Ray Stewart on 72, but I think Ray's night might be over, and Chris Cowling sitting there on 70. So it is going to be a bit of a task for some of those other ones a little bit further down, sort of from third place, but Waddell, he will be trying to get 3 points more than Benji Snedden to try and take the series. Other than that, there'll be a whole heap of other guys that just want to take the win for the night here at Nelson Speedway.
Waiting for our paramedic just to get to the barrier. All right, no, we're right now. AT electrical buggy goes off and we are racing in heat 3 of our stock car hit the pass, and it looks like the 32 old Kramer, oh, nearly got one over. Oh, we nearly got two, and we've got some carnage there. Zoe Connolly involved, the 21, old Chris McKendrick involved as well, and we're going to go red for a tyre on the track as well. It looks like the 21 or Chris McKendrick's just lost his tyre in that melee of cars. So early carnage in heat 3 of our stock cars, as you would expect. Looks like the 21, his race will be done. So just the 15 cars out there. Here's the replay. Just see, oh, the 33 started at 96, goes in there, Brendan Lawton. And there was 7-1 of Chris Callahan and the 17 of Connolly. Well, Chris McKendrick, it was a bit of a pinball in that. Well, and that is, oh, that's not looking too flash. As we get set to go racing once again. Stock cars, green we go. And it'll be the 32 of Phil Kramer, who's got the race lead from the 416 of Jack Rarity, then the 96 of Brendan Lawton as they work their way down the back straight now. And it is going to be the 416 of Jack Rarity, just going to give Phil Kramer a wee tap as he goes past. It is hit to pass, so that's what they've got to do. And it will be the 416 of Jack Rarity from the 32 of Phil Kramer, then the 83 of Morgan Dumlow as Baker's going to give Walker a wee bit of a tap, and oh, makes Baker goes into him hard as well. So the Baker boys are certainly getting into it. Gives Kerry Walker a big hit on the back straight as they work their way through. It's still going to be the 416 of Jack Rarity as they work their way almost 3 wide going into turns 3 and 4. But it will be the 416 of Jack Rarity leading this one out. From the 32 of Phil Kramer, then the 83 of Dumlow. Here comes the 31 of Clark as well. He's in there, the 73 of Coleman, the 96 of Lawton, the 59 of Baker just goes onto the track, and everyone sort of has to take evasive action. But it is Jack Rarity leading this one at the moment. From Morgan Dumlow, then Dylan Clark, then Phil Kramer. Here's your top 4 at the moment as they work their way through. Oh, Coleman just trying to get into the side of the 59 of Baker. There will be Zach Baker in the 59 car. But as they work their way through now, it's still going to be the 416 of Jack Rarity from the 31 of Dylan Clark. Then we go back to Morgan Dumlow in the 83. So they work their way down. Here comes Jack Rarity into 3 and 4. He'll come off the turn now, complete another lap, so he's still got the race lead from the 31 of Clark, then the 83 of Morgan Dumlow. Oh, Jason DeFrollo spins it up and everyone will have to avoid him. Oh, Chris Callahan manages to get on the brakes just enough. As they got 2 more laps to run in this one, it's still going to be the 416 of Jack Rarity. From the 31 of Dylan Clark, then the 83 of Morgan Dumlow, the 32 of Phil Kramer, Steve Biddulph in the 96 car. As the white flag will be out for Jack Rarity in the 416. As we try and pick him up, he'll be on the back straight somewhere. There he is on the back straight as he comes through. Turns 3 and 4 now. He'll pick up the race win for heat number 3 of our stock car Hit to Pass. And it will be a race win to Jack Rarity in the 416, then the 31 of Dylan Clark, the 83 of Morgan Dumlow, the 32 of Phil Kramer, Steve Biddulph, Braden Lawton, Chris Callahan, Kyan Robinson, Zoe Connolly, Jason DeFurlo. Fastest lap of the race is 16.49 for Jack Rarity. It was Brandon Coleman, Zach Baker, Kerry Walker, Max Baker and Chris McKendrick. All right, race fans, it is time for a feature race of our Super Saloons.
We get ready for our Black Baldy Cattle Company Extreme Dirt Series feature race here at Milestone Homes, top of the South Speedway. The lights are out as we go dirty for 20 at the moment at Milestone Homes, top of the South Speedway. The final round of the Extreme Dirt Series brought to us by the team at the Black Baldy Cattle Company. Waddell on the inside, Cowling on the outside as we are racing. And as they try and fight their way through corners number 1 and 2, a bit of contact there between the two front guys of Cowling and Waddell. They're side by side though as they start to make their way through corners number 3 and 4. And past me in the commentary box at the moment, that is the 2NZ car of Chris Cowling, who leads this one at the moment from the 18M of Sam Waddell. From the 3NZ of Cardwell, we got one spun up, and there's the 861 car of Ricky Bolton, but he is going to join the back on the track, so it's not going to bring out a caution just yet. Early stages though. Now the final race of the Extreme Dirt Series here at Milestone Homes, top of the South Speedway. Cowling's already got out to about a 2 or 3 car lead over the 18M car of Sam Waddell, who in turn leads about the same distance between him and third place of Craig Cardwell. As the dust starts to come out, it looks like the 861 car of Ricky Bolton is going to call this one a race at the moment. So I've already lost one driver at this stage, and at the moment, given where Benji Snedden is, currently in 9th position, if Sam Waddell can keep where he is going to be crowned the inaugural Extreme Dirt Series champion. But there's still about 15 more laps to go around Milestone Homes, top of the South Speedway at the moment for the 2NZ car of Chris Cowling. If he wins this one, he'll go on to 100 points total. Oh, Sam Waddell has a wee bit of a whoopsie through corners 3 and 4. Slows himself down considerably. Cardwell's got past into 2nd place. So Waddell's moved back to 3rd. It's still okay now in terms of the points at the moment for the 18M car of Waddell. Cowling leads the whole track by the whole of the front straight already. A wee bit of contact between 2 of the Christchurch cars of Richie Taylor and Mark Osborne through 3 and 4. As it looks like Snedden trying to hold off at the moment. He's up into 8th position already. He needs to do a couple more passes at the moment. As Waddell still holding on to 3rd, Cardwell in 2nd, and Cowling is your race leader. But Cowling's going to come up to a few problems at the moment. He's already done 9 laps out of 20, and he's got lap markers to come by. So you'll start to see the cream rise to the top at the moment, and you'll see the class of the 2NZ car of Cowling. He's got to though wait for his chance. He can't quite push it too much at the moment as he starts to go around the outside of the first lap car, and that's the 88 of Dave Manera. Gets by him as they start to make their way down the back straight. We had 10 laps gone out of 20. It looks like the 816 car. Oh, it's the 8K car of Benji Snedden, who's in the wall there off corners number 3 and 4. And that is your current points leader at this stage. Cowling will send them round into Bigsy's Hill in 3 and 4. And he'll start the revs up right about now as we are racing. Cardwell tries the early inside line. Or Richie Taylor trying to go down the inside as well on the 18M car of Sam Waddell. He better watch out now down through 3 and 4 because he's got Osborne down his inside. He's going to try slide up on him and try and get the pass done through 1 and 2. Richie Taylor at the moment holding him off for this stage, but Osborne's going to get past Taylor. So Osborne's up into 4th position. Looks like McManaway is up into 5th position from Nelson. So Taylor was in 4th 1 second. He's dropped all the way back down to 6th as we've got 9 more laps to go. And the feature race for the Extreme Dirt Series here, brought to us by the team at Baldy Cattle Company. And it's still the 2NZ of Chris Cowling, who leads this one from the 3NZ of Cardwell, from the 18M of Sam Waddell, from the 19 of Osborne, and then the 492 car of Campbell McManaway. The dust really starting to settle down here at Milestone Homes, top of the South Speedway, creating tricky conditions for these drivers and as well the spectators here, so they cannot see pretty much a thing unless they've got glasses on, and still that they might not be able to see very well. As it looks like the 8K car of Benji Snedden's just had a wee bit of a spin up there on corners number 1 and 2. And it looks like he might have been trying a wee bit too hard, trying to go down the inside, potentially of the 88 car of Dave Manera through 1 and 2. As the lights are going out this time by, so they're not mucking about at the moment here at Milestone Homes, top of the South Speedway. The drivers realise it now as they start to grew it up as we are racing. So 6 more laps to go. Chris Cowling leading this one by a couple of car lengths as they start to make their way down the back straight. Sam Waddell holding on to 3rd position at this stage. Knows he probably doesn't have to do too much at this point to take out the Extreme Dirt Series for 2023. As they make their way down the back straight into 3 and 4, Waddell just content with holding on to 3rd position. Osborne still in 4th from the 492 car of McManaway. It's pretty much a freight train as Baldy Abramson gets down the inside of the 9W of Mark Pitcher. So he's up in the 7th position already. As it's now 16 laps gone out of 20. We've got 4 more laps to go. As Lovelady trying to go down the inside of the 9W car of Pitcher for that 9th position, or for that 8th position. As Cowling still holding on to this lead, leading it by about half of the front straight already. Over the 3NZ car of Craig Cardwell from the 18M of Sam Waddell. Still in 3rd position. And all North Island top 3 at the moment. As Cowling just got to try and hold it on at the moment. As it looks like the 8K car of Benji Snedden's going to go to the infield. As Dave Manera having a few problems with the 88 car. And it'll be white flag, 1 more lap to go for the current 2NZ. Winner of the Greymouth round, round number 3. Winner of the Blenheim round number 4. And he's going to take out the feature race of the Extreme Dirt Series here at Milestone Homes, top of the South Speedway. And 2nd place will be the 3NZ car of Craig Cardwell from the 18M of Sam Waddell. Then it'll be the 19 car of Mark Osborne from the 492 of McManaway, from the 58 of Taylor, the 49 of Abramson, then the 17 of Lovelady from the 9W of Pitcher, and then the 21N of Ian Burson. But from my calculations, race fans, there he is. He might have finished 3rd position overall in the race, but it looks like the Extreme Dirt Series champion is going to go to the 18M car of Sam Waddell from Mount Maunganui, the former 1NZ driver. Unofficially, that is. And 2nd place, I would assume, will be the 2NZ car of Chris Cowling. And in 3rd place will be the 3NZ car of Craig Cardwell.
Sam Waddell 3rd in that one. We still don't know the overall series points. They're still adding that up, but you did all you can coming in 3rd.
Yeah, no, we gave it our best shot, and hats off to Chris. He drove awesome, and Craig had a good race as well. We missed the setup a little bit, but good thing to work on for Dunedin in a few weeks.
Absolutely, it's been a hell of a series for you. I'm sure you've really enjoyed it, and we'll look forward to what's happening with the overall series points a little bit later.
Yeah, no, the series, the whole week has been awesome, and I couldn't be down here without doing this without the help of all my sponsors, and Baldy and Mason for all their efforts they've been putting in the shed and all the hours that they put in, and also thanks to my mum and dad. I've missed them before, but thanks mum and dad.
Craig, 2nd place in that one. We still don't know the overall series points yet, but you'll be happy to take a podium doing all you can.
Yeah, hey, to finish next to these 2 lads is good. Both fast races, and Chris is the man to beat him at the moment. I don't know who's going to beat him, but we just need a bit more legs out there. So, hey, we'll come back trying.
Hey, look, you've had 5 rounds to test it with this machine. It's gone pretty damn well, so you'll crank her all up and get down there for the New Zealands in a few weeks.
Yeah, hey, we've learned a lot on this trip. It's been a bloody good series. Thanks to everyone involved and all the sponsors. This has been good fun on and off the track, and crews and stuff. So, hopefully we can do it again and put more shows on for the crowd.
So, Chris, you had to go out there and win it. We still don't know the overall series side of things yet, but you've done all you can in that one.
Yeah, didn't really expect to come in and win three rounds in a row, so that'd be a bit cocky if I did. So now these boys pushed me hard, but we put together a perfect setup for that one, and this track is grass, man. I haven't raced it very often, but this is cool flowing, suits the car perfect. So that's a huge credit to my dad, Brad, brother Steve, Johnny, Linda, Caitlin, just everyone Jonesy who's helped out during the week. I mean, this is cool, man.
Sweet. Okay, that's awesome. Well done on that, and we'll look forward to hearing the overall points shortly. Extreme Dirt Series, pretty awesome thing. I'm sure you'll be back next year.
Yeah, hopefully, man, and we'll see if it's in the north or back down here. So, but no, we're keen.
Sweet, it'll be interesting to see what number you put on this car because you're going bloody well. So all the best.
Yeah, thank you. As we know with championships, they don't always go off how you're going. So we'll see if Lady Luck's on our side down there.
Magic, congratulations. All rounds of the series, so obviously you got your top 3 there. And if you want to find out the winner of the whole overall series, get on over to the Extreme Dirt Series Facebook page. Everything's going to be posted. There's going to be photos of the prize giving and all of that sort of stuff. Once again, a massive thanks to the team here at from Pitts Media, everyone that helps bring the show to you guys out at home, and we look forward to seeing you at the next one.